Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Disconnected. Connected. Channel switched.
Okay, we are live here with the house. I think BobbyAwesome is somewhere out there in Bobland. I can't really tell for sure. We've got a good lineup here. There he is.
Never not here. Never not here, Element. Always here.
Did you get my Skypes, Mr. Bobbin?
Yeah, I
Must
did.
not have got them Skypes.
I did.
I
messaged you.
Anyways, guys, we are live with the house. This is going to be a good one. I have just a couple more minutes here working on, I guess they just switched up their computers. Now uThermal has NoRegret. Regret has somebody else's. And Hurricane has someone else's computer. There's a big switch up happened because I guess they've got a new lineup of people. uThermal just joined up there in Warner House and a couple other people too. So Bob's going to take it away. I'm going to get the camera set up here and we're going to go live right after that. Have fun, Bob.
I sure am, I guess. Anyway, so players for today, guys, do include Hurricane, uThermal, Solar, and NoRegret. At least that's the word on the street. It will be best of threes, double elimination, so GSL group style, of course. And this will be essentially how this series is going to kick off is a little bit different than what it may be in the future, but that's going to be the nature of the house events. This particular one will be the House vs Korea, where we do this group style. We're doing another group tomorrow, another 4 players, and another 4 players, and then it'll conclude the event next week, I believe. That was the schedule, right? I actually don't have it in front of me. I should actually probably have that. That'd be nice. But it'll be, and then that culminates in a $500 event, of course, too. So it's a lot of money on the line, a lot of schmeebs, as it were, for these players to support them on their way living the dream. But that's the whole idea of the house. It's about the dream, guys. I mean, everybody who's ever touched Starcraft at least once in their life has dreamed about what does it mean to be a champion. And I mean that in the most abstract sense. I mean, a lot of people realize that they're not going to be, you know, the next Serral. You know, they're not going to be the next Neeb, as it were. At least realistically, the odds aren't in your favor. But, you know, but then there's those players who thought, you know what, I'm going to try really hard and I'm going to practice that. I'm going to play this game every single bloody day. And I'm going to make that happen. And then that is the Neebs, that is the Serrals, that is the Snoots. You know, the players who actually put that together to live that dream. And then we have the next level. There's one thing to be, you know, start to get good at the game. But then you realize, well, I have to become the best. And to become the best, it's been said since as long as StarCraft 2 has been around, that you must go to Korea to become the best. And that seems to have a great effect on a lot of players, historically speaking. And, oh yeah, so this week we have, I'll get back to that abstract stuff later. So both round of 16, and then next, for Group A and B, and then next week is Group C and D on the 8th and 9th. That's Thursday, Friday as well. And then on the 15th and 16th, we have the round of 8, and then the round of 4 and finals. So that's pretty cool. And that's I guess, what this format is for the House versus Korea so far. Players will be announced closer to events as that is being sorted out. As Element did point out, some new players did come into the house, so we are figuring that one out as we go, which is pretty awesome stuff. And again, that's, you know, nice big prize pool, I believe, for these players as well, culminating in that finals. And we're gonna take you guys along for the ride. As I said, you gotta go to Korea to become the best, and that's what these players have done. They've taken that leap, they've taken that chance. You know, a lot of resources involved in doing so, and time and sacrifice in a way too, to make it to that next level. And that's what you need. That's the commitment that is required of you in order to become the next Bonjour in StarCraft. And these players are doing just that, living the dream. Since I first started watching StarCraft 2, I always thought about, you know, what would it be like to live in Korea and to wake up in a gaming house and then wake up early in the morning and practice all day for 10 hours or something like that. You talk nothing but StarCraft with those in the house, strategies. Then you practice builds against each other, theory craft. And it's not just theory craft like us nerds do online. We're like, man, what if you just did this? You know, our our Platinum League wisdom. But it's they put their theory crafting to work, and then they will game theory out what works and what doesn't according to the current meta, and maybe even creating new meta in the process. And as they say, iron sharpens iron, and that's also part of the house aspect too. So, you know, maybe a player has an event coming up, and then they train with each other to build each other up. And so there's so many aspects to the idea of a gaming house in Korea that has it's an adventurous quality to it too, and it's I don't know. I've always thought it was it holds I guess what's the term for it? I don't know. It's wondrous. There we go. It's a wondrous quality to it, because there's a lot of wonder, hope, and potential that is being fulfilled. And to me, that excites me more than anything else. StarCraft 2 is fulfilled potential, and they're doing just that. And I guess one of the best ways to go about that is if you watch the early GSLs. You know, you see some of those. You see the old baby-faced TLO and oh, I should say baby-faced. Didn't he have like a huge beard at the time? I don't even remember now. But then you had Idra and Jinro and some players you probably never even heard of. Maybe you never even heard of Jinro. Who could say? And even though you ought to. Important part of StarCraft history, that guy. And a lot of early foreigners participated in the very first. Artosis actually participated in the first GSL as well, back in 2010. These guys tried their hand in Korea, you know, where it matters most, and you know, some had varying success. You know, those like Huck, we talk about a lot on the channel. I think Huck played a very, very important part for foreigners in the Korean scene, particularly in the GSL, and that was. And for a long, long time, he was a staple of the GSL code. That's the hardest league in the world. And now we have players participating in that too. I mean, when is that? Scarlet's in round 16, so I don't know where her group is. The groups are just determined the other day. Actually, let me take a quick look at that. But That should be coming up in the coming weeks here. And that's Scarlett's one of those people that are doing what it takes. Now, we can't all go there, as I said, we can't all be pros, but we can finally have a peek into what it's like to be there. And that's what the house is all about. As we develop this series over time, we're going to get more and more in depth into these players and what their goals and aspirations are, what their training regimen is, and their progress while doing so over time. And that's something we're going to be tracking, because that's the whole point of the gaming house, is to improve, to up your game, to become next level. And that's something in particular we're interested here on the Gauntlet, and ref definitely want to see their market improvement, and you do see that for sure. Some players more than others, I think, that sort of training regimen and environment, and it's more so that, I think, than anything else. It's the environment. Yeah, your internet's super fast, and your play on the server, on the Korean server with zero lag, that's all fine and good, but it's the idea of being there. It shows that level of commitment first. That's the first stage. That's the barrier broken. But the second is, now you're immersed. You are immersed, and that is so motivating. And as I can only imagine. And I mean, look at what Neeb did when he went to Korea. I mean, he took over Korea. I mean, and he was only there for a while. So that was an impressive time back in the end of 2016 when he won the Kespa Cup. And I think this list of players, for example, here too. I mean, the ones that are in this house, we'll get more in detail of that later on. A player like uThermal, who I believe just got there. I mean, he's already one of the top foreigners in the Starcraft 2 scene, and he has been for a long time. Definitely top Terran. I'd say Special was ranked higher than him for a while, and I would say about equal with Masa. So top 3, definitely top 5. And I've always wondered, what's the limit to a player like uThermal? When does it end? And I don't think it ever does. I think he is so mechanically sound, he's just missing a couple pieces, and maybe this is what will fulfill those deficits that he has in his play, whatever they may be, and hopefully he figures it out with the help of those in the house as well. And so that's a little of my thoughts on the idea. And as a big nerd, I'm just a big huge Starcraft fan, if that isn't already obvious. So I'm just excited to get into the minds of these players and how they're living life. And so, as I said, when we develop the series, we're gonna be having interviews eventually with these players. That may be happening today. We'll see. As this is our first day setting things up, as Elma's tinkering away in the background still. A lot of technical things. And so we're gonna have player cams is the idea. Mics. We'll have all our classic Gauntlet production stuff too, and hopefully you guys will be able to see some of that today. And then further on too, we'll have featurettes too, perhaps other more in-depth interviews with the players, and just to give you guys a glimpse of we're gonna live through them, guys, of what it means to be a pro player in Korea as a foreigner too, an outsider, so to speak, and living the absolute dream. It just brings a big, huge grin to my face, if it isn't obvious. If you can hear it in my voice, I'm sure it's there somewhere. Because I cannot wait for this. Well, the game's Starcraft. Yeah, we're going to watch some Starcraft coming up, by the way, guys. I think it's Hurricane and uThermal is first. That could be changed. We'll see. Hurricane, uThermal, and then Solar, NoRegret. Actually, that's going to be exciting too. Solar, NoRegret, interesting history. We've actually casted a series, best of 5 between those two players before, and that was one of the best Zed versus Zeds I've ever seen in my life. And NoRegret took Solar to task. Took it to the all 5 games too, if I recall correctly, and it was pretty dang close. Oh my gosh, Lip75, big time supporter. Also, he's he's like the main sponsor. Him and the Acetone are the sponsors for what we're planning here with the house and all that stuff too for prize pool. So Lip75 is insane. Lip75, for a start, he resubbed for 18 months, which is essentially eternity. And he says 18 years of blame Bob therapy and still no results. Well, it's a long process, and sometimes the results don't come into the form you expect. Lib75. Maybe I'm developing in other areas, like maybe my knitting game has increased exponentially. Maybe I could just knit, maybe I could just knit a great sweater now before when I didn't know the first thing about knitting. And then Lib75 donated $100, 100 sheet, a cool 100 sheet. It says, come up and have some more instant noodles with BobbyAwesome. Oh, Canada. Puts all the memes in there. By the way, I am drinking my instant coffee right now. Taster's Choice. So good. Oh, yeah, that hits the spot. That is the best coffee I've ever had in my life, Lib75. And...
make sure you accept.
Oh, okay. Right here, where's Starcraft? It's like a juice.
Taste Choice instant coffee. Alright.
Yeah. So anyway, Element, I was saying something important here. Lib75 donated $100. I guess you were busy talking with the players and stuff, so that's insane. Thank you so much, Lib75, for your longtime support, sponsoring these events, too, that we have coming up here, and this being all around Boston, supporting us here on the channel, too, the old ramen fun, and more instant noodles. I do like the spicy Korean Samyang noodles. Those are the best, and, I mean, they're just the best noodles you could buy in store. There's nothing close, at least not I've ever seen, and they're very popular online. There's always those challenges because they're so hot. I see people doing that noodle challenge. And anyway, so thanks so much, Lib75. It means so much to us here on the channel. Your continued support, everybody. Give a big shout out to Lib75 for being the boss that he is. And then we had Candyman.
Okay, wait, hold on. What the heck? Okay, what happened here, Bobby? I was deep in the
yeah, you're like 20 minutes behind. Candyman resubbed for 24 months. Did he not just resub like 2 days ago? This seems like a week ago he resubbed, but 24 months. That was 2 years. It showed up again anyway. So thank you so much, Candyman. I could have sworn he did that already. Either that or time flies by so fast. Like it's already been another month, and it just feels that way. Anyway, I'm gonna give a proper shout out to Candyman for your continued support, Candy Bro, for 24 months. That's 2 years. He's our, I believe, without question, our longest running subscriber. So that's crazy. Crazy stuff. But as Element did point out, we do have a game. Who do we actually have here? Who's the blue guy? That'll be the Terran, so that has to be uThermal. Alright. So Hurricane and uThermal, guys. Best of 3. Again, the group is GSL style. Double elimination. This is a round of 16. For the House versus Korea. At least the first stage of it here. On the Gauntlet channel, guys. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at GauntletSC2. Get notified when we go live and all things Gauntlet. And I'm trying to improve on the old schedule thing. So when we know we have an event, below Twitch there, I put up a schedule. So for timing when our next event is, barring some sort of catastrophe, just to keep you guys a little bit more up to date on when things are happening here, at least here on the Twitch channel. In that respect, something I added the other day for the old good times. May as well use the tools we have, Element. That's what I always say. And
okay, I think I got everything set up.
Okay.
Although something's not set up. Let's just take it away here, Bobby.
Alright then, to the southeast side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Hurricane! Alright, to the northwest side, Element. Believe it or not, you may not even believe this. It is the blue Terran player. It's uThermal.
Okay, so here's what happened. Here's what we got so far. Thermy boy, I guess he just got there. Didn't get time to set up his cam, unfortunately. We have a NoRegret cam. That's it right there. He's just mousing around in the main menu right now. You can see that. And so we're gonna have the NoRegret cam for the main micro solo next time. But this one's just gonna be a standard game here, a standard starter for us.
Well, you're talking in-game cam.
Player cams. That's the actual camera. I mean, sure, the NoRegret cam again, but it's not relevant right now. Anyways, game-wise here, Bobby, though, we have a quick start here. Some action going on right away. Got concussive shells and, of course, some cyclones coming out. uThermal had some some pretty interesting plays, well, way to play, right when this new patch came out. I feel like he was pretty far ahead in a lot of respects, but TBP, I think that's one of the ones where he's also had a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. But new patch, it is live here.
Yeah.
The Stalker now takes 10
man.
million years to kill anything again. Bob, when will you build Stalkers? Can you tell me?
And
never.
I will never build Stalkers. That's not gonna happen.
BobbyAwesome. He doesn't build them. Doesn't do it.
Good luck
today.
Good luck with that.
You know, the thing is, we got concussive shells and we also have Marauder. So up front here, just 2 Stalkers. Where is that Marauder? Is he crossing the map? There he is, right there. Oh, the Oracle trying to take him out. Not gonna get him. Got a lock on the Oracle as well, though. So he might come back in here. Probably doesn't have an energy to do too much damage now after the initial one. But yeah, if you can lock on these units here, if a concussive shell shot and a punch to the face right after.
Oh, punch to the face.
Well, yeah, everybody likes to punch to the face. These buildings at the front though might be the real things that go down. Oh, he's not going to get it. But that would be nice.
Yeah, well, warp gets done. So that's pretty good timing here for Hurricane.
Oh.
It looks like he made it. Defend against us. The Oracles are actually doing pretty good damage as well. Micro's back to Stalkers as best as possible, and he does. With the help of that shield battery, he's able to hold quite effectively, and this shuts down uThermal's attack with relative ease element. The losses to Hurricane were minimal. He had some, obviously, investment in static D, if you can call the shield battery static D, and quite a few units. But now the fact that the pendulum has swung so hard back the other way, he's going to go for the counterattack on towards a very defenseless natural base of uThermal. There's only a couple
a bunker,
a bunker in a
The real question is, what anti-air is there right now to defend the mineral lines? And the answer is there's nothing. So these 2 Oracles right here. Well, there's 1 Cyclone, but I mean, you could still just pop in there. The turret's just now coming up. He must have seen.
Kill the Cyclone.
Yeah. Audio might be a bit low here. I changed the game camera for the first time ever. So I could up that a little bit here. I just realizing now that I can't hear everything as much as I usually do. Usually it blares through my ears and breaks them. Tank's gonna get shot here on the side a little bit. Looks like it might go down as well. Somebody's got to nerf these Oracles. David can't put too much damage in. Since we took him out, we should fix what he broke.
Haven't Protoss been nerfed enough? Have they not been nerfed enough? Except the old Disruptor's back, I guess.
Yeah.
And Canning's all happy about that.
It's not about the equal opportunity, Bobby. It's about the equal outcome, okay? We need to have everybody represented fully at the top. And the only way to do that is to nerf them some more. Okay, this stim here...
So Protoss never win again.
No, there's too many Marines, Bobby. Let's try it. And it was supposed to turn the main here. You could probably pick off some of the ones from the gas here. And about time that they got the Stalker nerf, is that what you're saying? Dear Lord, Bob. Leave the Stalkers alone.
No, I'm talking about the static D for the missile turrets at least. He did buy enough time for that. So he's not going to take any critical economic damage, which I think was a lost opportunity here for Hurricane. He could have dove in there. I mean, the Cyclone can only do so much damage. That was really the only effective anti-air he had for quite some time.
Whoa!
Stasis Wardy!
He knew it was there! I mean, I guess you set it off now. You don't have to worry about your reinforcements triggering it. This is not going to be broken here on this side of the snake. 1 force field in the ramp. Lock down that for a lot of time. You've got 2 medevacs, got a tank. That's pretty nice. These units, though, just to slow on that alone, probably enough to shut her down fully. 3rd base up here. Look at that worker count getting nice and juicy there for Hurricane 3 at a time here. We've got a full stop on
Phoenix,
workers.
Phoenix is sharking around, gonna pick off any stray units that make its way across the map. I mean, that's also slowing down this attack 2 element. Keep that in mind.
Really been shield batteries at the front. We do have a pylon that's a little bit risky here. Now these new Stalkers, of course, much like the old Stalkers. Oh God!
No! Oh, beautiful force field.
Although this tank shot happened right here, might be a bad idea. Wow,
that was terrible.
He funneled himself. Why? Don't do it. Okay, 2 Oracles in here now as well. So you can get in there deep. All these units on lower health for them tearing here. uThermal charge happening. GG's called. Oh God, please be the right button. Man. Thank God. Oh yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's something at least. But the ultimately, it was a failed attack, and then he went for another all-in off of his 2 bases, whatever that's worth. We had 3 bases up for Hurricane. I mean, his immaculate defense while he was on 2 bases was more than enough to send him into pretty much an ultimate GG moment, unless he screwed up majorly, which he almost did there. He force fielded, great force field, blocked a lot of uThermal's forces, but then he himself was force fielded away from the army of uThermal, was just getting wrecked by that siege tank. That was pretty funny. But I think he had more than enough to throw away should the need arise. That means we'll be going into game number 2. This best of 3 Hurricane is up 1-0 versus uThermal here today for the House versus Korea number 1. Let's test some things out yet today, guys. Of course, as we mentioned before, uThermal just got there, so we guess we can't set up his. You say we can't set up his webcam, right?
No. I guess. Well, because you need to install 4 different things, and I'm not sure what happened, but he just got set up like fully today, and he has somebody else's computer now, so I don't think he's gonna be ready for today. It kind of all switched, it seems like, because I guess the computers stay there when the people leave, right? So it's not like they're bringing their own computer there. But for tomorrow and the next days, the whole thing here is, by the way, kind of like the test to see how well this actually works. The House versus Korea, of course. It's a test with some awesomeness as well. Now we have the next map coming up here is Blackpink, Bobby. Gonna get that one going. Sweet. And I'll let you take it away.
Alright, let's take a quick look at chat here, see what's going down. Okay, cool. Just looking at catching up on some of that chat. Is there a wiki page for that? Like a Team Liquid page? I don't think there's one yet.
No, see, I made one, and then it wouldn't let me edit it without somebody accepting it, which was weird. Yeah. But I know we got the guy with the magic, Mr. Toverdol. He's always it's either him or the other guy with the magic wand. Hey, oh wow, you jumped in here right away. I thought you couldn't do that anymore.
No. Oh, there was that couple days I couldn't back then, but I don't know, maybe, I don't know what's changed. Updates, stuff happens since then. Fixed it. Whatever issue I did have. So who do you know who else is in the house? Element? Are you allowed to say? Like, what's going on there? What other information do we have on the people at the house? And also too, what are you showing today? Because I can't see the screen, so I have no idea what's going on.
Well, when we do the solar one, we're obviously going to be capturing some Jakey Boy stuff. That's for sure. Hold on, Bob. I gotta fix one thing here. You keep talking. Make stuff up if you have to.
Oh, that's what I do all the time. This is par for the course. And no, just kidding, guys. I'd never lie to you. I'm not Element. Come on, guys. Let's be real. Oh, just Jordan's in chat. Jordan holding it down all the time on Sundays, casting the Gauntlet Global Open. That's what he does. He usually have Falca Paladin there, or Shearsadai, whoever may step in to co-cast with him. Every single Sunday, guys. It's $50 Global Open. All leagues, all regions. Sign up for future events. Awesome stuff. You know what? I keep on forgetting to do that. I should sign up for an event like that and just get destroyed in the first round. I mean, when I have time. I'm often busy on a Sunday evening, but I'm not always. So I should just do it when I'm not. Maybe we'll see next week or something. Nah, probably not next week. I will be busy. But anyway, just Jordan, thanks for joining us. Duder. Oh, Wired One is in chat too. Talking about protons and stuff. For sure you meant Protoss. And getting rid of mass recall. You take that back, Wired One. Mass recall stays. Unless you're changing it to Nexus recall. And that's a different story.
Oh, Lordy. Okay, did that work? Please tell me it worked. I think that worked.
Oh, right. Nice. All right.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, the early attack wasn't very effective. Frankish. That attack failed really hard from uThermal, so it was just really good defense from Hurricane. He was prepared for what was happening. He was on 2 bases himself, had a wall, had a shield battery up, and then he bought a little bit of time to wait for that shield battery to come up, but no critical damage was done before that happened, and it was pretty much curtains. Also, too, was with the Stargate, right? You had the oracles in the air. I mean, that alone, there wasn't a whole lot of anti-air for uThermal to deal with that. And what are you going to do? Throw up some Oracle damage, and that ends that attack fairly fast, and that's exactly what we saw. I mean, there's one Oracle to start, and then the second one popped out, and that ends that attack super fast. And then plus there's a heavy investment early on there for the Terran player. And we even saw reflected in his natural base. I mean, almost nothing back at home. He had a couple Marauders, plus a bunker just finished while the counterattack was going on for Hurricane. It just wasn't enough. I'd like to see uThermal go for, just a macro game. But again, that was the first game of the series. So maybe he just wanted to try to set Hurricane off guard. Did not work out this time. So maybe he's just going to go for standard uThermal. Maybe he's going to sit back, play a little bit towards the mid game, do his, nice, I guess, calculated aggressive style, but not so much an all-in like he did in game 1.
All right, Bob, you're going to take this one away. Oh, wait, did you make it in? I hope you did.
I'm in, yeah, I'm in. All right, then, element 2, the southwest side of the map. We have the red Terran player. It is uThermal. Switching colors on this. To the northeast side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Hurricane, up 1 game.
Oh god, Bobby, this Reaper. It would be dead 10 minutes ago if this Stalker was still powerful. Look at those little legs. It just looks like a chubby little, like, I'm here, guys. I'll get there. I'll do some work now. Like, yeah, it looks like an incompetent militant unit who barely makes it to the door anymore.
Well, Stalkers, like, the damage was reduced.
Does he get up in the morning anymore, Bobby? He used to have some pep in his step. Nowadays, he doesn't even really care. What is he even here for? What's he alive for anymore, Bobby? Yeah, DPS. Come on now. I don't care about that.
But they're still stronger than the original Stalkers, though, from back in the day.
Fair.
Remember, they only but still not as good as they were.
Yeah.
Sad. Makes me a little bit sad, but whatever. The people spoke, and then Blizzard acquiesced, and here we stand. Useless Stalkers yet again. It's fine.
I'd have rather been kicked in the nuts somewhere else. Like, take away my Zealot charge power or something. If you're gonna do it. Alright? But,
no, don't take that away. I love my charge lot Archon. You take that back.
No, I mean that plus 8 damage little thing it does at the end here. I love how I'm recording the screen of NoRegret right now. The mouse is just moving around the main menu in circles. Oh goodness. But okay, Oracle coming in here. There's quite a few Marines on the bottom of the ramp here. In fact, quite a few is an understatement. There's just a whole lot of them. He's got the double racks going on here. Gonna have that +1 and the stim at the same time. And do we have? Hold on here. That's another Rex here. And then a factory at the bottom, 2 bases. 3rd CC. This guy is gonna play a macro game against Protoss, Bobby. He is not all in the Protoss. He knows the Stalkers are weak. In fact, we even have Hurricane going for Blink. I don't think he's gotten the memo yet. Did you know? Did you know?
I mean, his back is up against the wall. He needs to make something happen. I mean, it's not really up against the wall. It is double elimination, of course, so keep in mind, uThermal does lose. Hurricane is up 1-0. So he has to...
Oh, dear Lord.
Still has another chance on it. There's still hope. Hope and a dream, yes.
Yeah.
Subtle reminder.
So, Billy. So we've got lots of racks. They're going to have a huge explosion of bio coming on. He's going to let this 3rd off, take the 3rd base pretty soon, and of course start up to +1 on the armor there as well. Now you still do have, of course, the upgrade lead that Protoss usually acquires. It's not happening right here. uThermal seems to be on the ball there, but as the game gets later and later, Chrono Boost comes into play. You stop chronoing your probes, start Chrono Boosting your upgrades. Feels good, and should see that later on. This Oracle getting a little dangerous there. If how it wants to play the game. Does it have any kills yet? Maybe 1 or 2? 2. I think those are both Marines there. Observer gonna fly in here. You can do his best Bobby impersonation, stand still and look at stuff. Let's see. Can you do it? Can you do it for us, Observer?
Mine or something, or just die?
Go into the mode. Oh, he's gonna give up on life. Observer's still here in the Observer. Oracle still here in the bottom, so maybe it jumps back in, hits the gas. This one looks available. Yeah. Oh God, do it. Look at him. He's slowly getting over there. You, sir. Go in here. Got a scan happening on the 3rd base here of Protoss. Sees it, sees a bunch of Stalkers, thinking, oh yes, it's Stalkers. I can do this now. Of course, Colossus on the back end. Bobby
Winnable.
Mines coming out for uThermal. It's always nice.
That's Oracle popping back in, getting a little another extra kill here. Just being a little bit annoying on towards uThermal side of the map. Now the Stalker hit squad is making its way on towards the third. There's a decent amount of bio here though with medevac support.
It
So
is.
he's just gonna poke in, maybe get a kill, maybe even snipe
this
his
is nice.
medevac if uThermal's not
Blink is
careful.
done.
but Not gonna happen.
And he's got high ground vision there if the observer even so. If you want to sneak around the whole right side, come up and then oh no! No!
Oh no!
Oh, that's the sad part about when you do that that observer mode. Is he gonna trap these stalkers? Oh my god, he is. This is gonna be a beautiful play here. Oh, where are you gonna blink, stalkers? Hopefully not downwards. Stim bio! Oh yes! Gotcha!
Oh no!
Oh my god! Oh, that is dirty.
Oh, that hurts. Oh,
Back
my
in the
throat
old
does hurt.
days, that would have
Yeah,
never
it's
happened,
beautiful.
Bobby. Those stalkers would have shut down that entire bio group. Nowadays, not so much. Just one Colossus out in front. Oh god, it's gonna be poked. Hold on, the Colossus is still strong. That's a lot of Marines. Oh god. Oh no.
Look at those splits though. Oh, there's two big heads are
it's
out now,
nice.
element. But once it's not even defended, it's going to get taken down immediately here by uThermal. That sections off half, or might say the rest of
does.
Hurricane's army on towards the third
does.
base, leaves the natural completely vulnerable. Trying to do an emergency warping with the charge lots here, buying a little bit of time
mine
for the
shot
rest
to
of his
the
army to come
face.
down from his third. But I don't
Second
think
mine
it's
shot.
enough.
Third mine shot.
Oh,
Oh
the
god.
mines!
Wow. I mean, the armor supply here is double for uThermal. He's getting his stim button on. He's pressing. Oh my god, more mines, Bobby. Can somebody shut those down? Thank god. Just an observer here. Or if the Oracle comes back home.
I was told they're no good
okay.
element.
Tide's starting to turn here, maybe? The bio's weak. The Colossus, if it goes down, though, that's holding it all together here. So many medevacs. That's a large part of the armor supply here that we're seeing. Just a whole bunch of medevacs here. And of course, there's one mine on the bottom. Oh god, please do a huge probe transfer for no reason. The main. We're on 4 patches in the main.
Well, there's
you
some
can
pros.
transfer some of
There's
these.
some pros.
Bobby,
There's-
get ready.
There it is!
Oh!
There it is!
Yes!
Yeah!
Two! Oh, yes. Oh, goodness.
Couldn't
Okay.
hope for better element.
Oh, you can't hope for better than that, Bobby. Don't even try.
No.
Does this button work? Should I even press it? Am I going to press it? I'm not going to press it. There's
press it.
mistakes could happen. I could see mistakes happening if I do. Yeah, the whole thing goes down. I'll test it. Something we never do here on the Gauntlet channel. I'll test it in the break to make sure we're still good. Man, that mine shot. Those 2 probes, they never saw it coming. Of course, the mine paid with its life now. So that's fortunate.
Served its purpose.
Okay, so we saw Thermy Boy come up to a nice opener there. Has still double the armor supply here. Still looking good. I think he's got to do some multi-prong though. If you have Storm and Colossus at the front, you don't want to A-move into that, Bobby. I know you would. You'd love to A-move into that, but he shouldn't want to. Like the armor supply here, somehow, like this is the bulk of it. Okay, nice. We have a nice big drop coming to the top here. We're gonna have a little stimmage maybe coming from the bottom as well. Where's that armor group? Oh, a bunch of medevacs. But where's the potatoes and the meat? Okay, not a whole bunch of
We said
potatoes.
it's only
and meat
gravy right
stuff.
now? It's only
Yeah,
gravy.
it's
No, you
mostly
need-
gravy. There's how many medevacs are there? That's the gravy. Let's check here really quick. 9
Which is
medevacs.
good.
6 of them are in the bottom. 3 in the top. A medevac every 3 Marines. Okay, big bio group in the bottom with a bunch of Vikings as well to shoot down the big heads. Okay, he's gonna surround this part. In fact,
Oh, there's
this is
nothing
nice.
better
Oh,
element.
double storm whiffs! Wow. Oh
surprising.
god, you're gonna get Terran done. Surprise.
Yeah, the 4th base is being attacked.
I'm
And he's coming in
Terran.
from both angles here too. Gonna go straight for the kill.
Oh, God,
it's
the
a
micro
choice.
is
He could have
real.
got a guaranteed base kill at that 3rd base of Hurricane, but decided to go straight for the jugular here in this defense of Hurricane. Hurricane trying his best with his stalkers, blinking the injured ones back, allowing the Archons to take some of the damage, pulling back the
One
big
big head
heads
goes
as well.
down.
The one does go down, only one left here, but the stalkers are
Yeah.
still left alive largely.
They
We'll push
are?
back this attack for now. Actually close the
Oh,
supply
God, no.
difference too
Medevacs.
in that attack.
Medevacs, burst. Burst out of there. Okay, this is, okay, how did this... Here's the thing, let's look at those upgrades again. Okay, we got the +2 attack. Like I said, he's getting that lead even though uThermal had it early. In fact, is uThermal even upgrading anymore? I don't think he is. I don't think he's going into further. Past the 1-1s here. Oh god, big stim, Bobby. Liberators.
Oh no!
Oh!
Bathing it!
Oh, that storm!
Soak
Oh.
it in!
That shouldn't be allowed in this game, Bobby. You already have the big heads. Why do you need that as well? Come on now. Do they have to
Why
have
do you need
everything?
the little heads.
Can you at least, you know what, can we just put the storm onto the Raven? Can we do that? That would be nice. Why do we get all these useless spells? I'm a Terran main guy, so that's why I'm defending the Terrans here. But Bob's a dirty Protoss. I just believe that the Raven should have a storm and these high Templar. You know, and you can just call it like the high up nuke bomb or something. That'd be okay for me. And we just shoot down. High up nuke bomb. That's the name we need. Whoa, we have both cameras now somehow. I'm confused. What's happening there? Oh, maybe NoRegret's just switching on to both of them. Okay. This guy at the watchtower is gonna stay alive. Do we have 2-2 now done for the Protoss? No, not just yet, but we have 3-2 on the way. See, it's gonna get more and more dicey for uThermal. He's in a oh god, a huge warp into the main.
Oh my gosh.
It should actually just be a waste of money, actually. Bio's all here, but did it pull him out of position?
That's the point.
That's
the point.
Big heads and storm. Oh my god, medevacs, no! No medevacs! Okay. Oh, liberators though. Oh god, they're all clumped. Oh my god, these liberators.
They're getting stormed on!
Oh,
my gosh!
no.
All the liberators are taken out immediately. Storm going down the rest of the bio. But he's gonna pull back though. He doesn't have a whole lot of reinforcing options here. Where's this? Did he have war prison? Or it got taken out?
No, it died in the main. Remember, it dropped off to Zealous. There's one Zealous still going ham though in the main. He wants to get this done. Gases.
Oh, man.
He doesn't take any gas from nobody. Now, we do have that CC lived. It didn't die. It is from his main. He transferred it over. We've got 5 bases of the Protoss here at the same time. We have a big drop gun across the map as well. Stalkers can try and blink on it. Can they go for it? Can you do it? Do it, Stalkers. You see it?
Oh, they're gonna do it! Look at blink!
Oh! They just give this Protoss everything, Bobby. Just everything. Alright, can we at least have them? They're out there on the map. Then they blink half the map across. Oh no, the shields are done here, I feel. The shields done? Yeah, they are. +2 shields are done. They're just... Oh god. Everything died.
Okay, uThermal.
No survivors.
Going for another attack, but he's being met by a large portion of... Actually,
he might GG out. Oh, he GG's out.
That's it! Hurricane came back! From, it looked like he was dead, man. Hurricane was dead, but it was an attack at the 4th base of Hurricane that uThermal initiated. That was ill-advised. He was attacking from the north and from the south central area on towards the 4th base at the foot of the natural. And instead of killing the 3rd, which would have been the better choice because it was wide open, nothing. He even scanned it, saw nothing there, but he was just really looking for the army, and it didn't work out. Wow. What a comeback from Hurricane. A well-won series. Hurricane defeats uThermal 2-0. But don't you worry, guys. uThermal's not out yet, of course. He goes down to the loser's bracket and will await his fate later on yet today. Oh, man. Good series, though. Hurricane really bringing it out, the full breadth of Protoss there. At least classical Protoss, as it were. As there was nothing too out of the ordinary, I would say. It was just very standard stuff coming from our Protoss there, Korean Protoss. Oh, love Starcraft, best game. It's moments like that. It's just beautiful. I love storms. We all like explosions, guys. Everybody likes explosions. And, you know, Protoss have explosions, too. One kind of explosion they don't use anymore, at least not yet, again, in the Disruptor. So you have storms, and that's some of the most entertaining stuff, and that, especially that blanket storm where uThermal just kind of bathed in it, soaked it in, and then paid the price ever so dearly. Lost a lot of army supply, basking in the power of storm. It's an ill-advised move, I would say, but he was probably preoccupied on a million things at the same time. Unfortunate for him. Anyway, so that means the next series will be Solar versus the Ling Master himself. NoRegret. Coming up here in another best of 3. Again, we talked about before. We've seen these guys face off, well, once before, at least.
Bobby,
I think
we
at least
we
here
have
on the channel.
NoRegret pulling up the maps so he knows which maps he can get rid of and which ones are good for Lings. We got that screen right now. He's selecting through them. They're doing the vetoes. We're pulling up his live screen here, of course. Now, I think I've turned this... Hold on, let me just make sure I'm correct. Yeah, I am. So I turned this to 960p for today. Because I thought we were going to have 4 people for the first time ever. I might tell him to turn back that to 1080p. I want the full resolutions. That might be what we have to do here, Bobby. We might change that. But, it's the last grid of no regret right there. Do we have audio of this? I don't think we do. Oh my god, I believe we do. I'm not gonna pull it up though, because I don't know if he knows what we're looking at his screen. But, yeah. Jesus Christ, this map's in the pool. But, yeah, that's it right there. I'm gonna make sure that, okay. Solar just needs to go to the washroom and then we're ready to go here. No regret versus Solar. I'm gonna make sure I have the instant replays for this. Ready to go.
I'm gonna give a quick,
hold on.
shout out
Here's
to
what I
Lib.
need to know, Bobby.
He has to go. So I can give him a last shout out. Lib75, thank you so much, man, for that resub. And that $100 donation, by the way.
Oh, so he put in the 100 sheet, Bobby. The goal is you have to sing "Oh Canada." You got to do it right now.
No, you can't put that on me.
He put 100 sheet down for it, Bobby, right now. Get on it, come on. He threw down the 100 sheet.
I will not. That is against my religion. I will not sing "Oh Canada."
You sing "Oh Canada" all the time. You do it every morning.
Sing it.
If you're an honorable Canadian, you would, Bobby. With the maple syrup.
Sing out stream. That's extreme. That's a bit extreme.
You hum "Oh Canada" then. Can you at least hum it while he's here? You can give some.
You're ready on your way.
Bobby.
Get going. I'm the talker, not the singer.
Come on now, Bobby. Lib75 throws in 100 sheet, and you don't even have. You can't even make some vocal rumblings for him. Is that what you're telling me?
You're making.
You can't
making
even
up goals.
Get some vocal rumblings going on here for him.
What's next?
Come on, Bobby.
I can like
some respect.
Oh, just unbelievable. You don't inform me on these things. I have to mentally prepare myself. If anything.
Nobody needs to inform you, Bobby. There's 100 shit on the line. You've been informed.
I'll do something to make up for that. How about actually it'll be even better.
Okay. It'll be so awesome, Lib, that you'll forget that he failed us today.
No, dead serious. It'll be tomorrow. You'll see it. It'll be awesome.
Does that just mean Lib's that he's like coming home, going to his house right now, and he'll be back in an hour? Because without Lib in the chat, it's not locked down.
You gotta go.
We've got
and what did you
right here. Eastwatch is the first map. Okay. Start this up really quick.
Nice.
I lose the maps every time.
Oh, hey, Andy Man just used 100 bits. He goes, Gauntlet in the morning. What a great day already. You better believe it, Andy Man. You tuning in the morning makes it a great day. And that 100 bits only makes it sweet.
Jump in, Bobby.
Yes. All right, then. Now, going in on Element. All right, guys. Solar, no regret coming up right away. Man, really excited, guys. Of course, this is our first event of the House versus Korea on the channel, and we'll be, as mentioned before, developing this series as time goes on. We have this group today. We have another Group B tomorrow, and then 2 more groups next week, Thursday, Friday, and then the final stages of this event happening the week after. At least so far for this series. And this is and we'll be changing things up. Sometimes it'll just be players within the house battling each other for supremacy, but no, more so just to keep an eye on their improvement and help them develop as players and support them as such. And we have a lot of cool features and other, I guess, elements being added to the broadcast as time goes on as well, to give you guys a little bit more of an insight into the house and what it means to be in a gaming house and what these players are up to and their mindset and beyond as we continue going on. And your support, guys, allows us to continue to do just that. So Lib75, Andy Man, we had Candyman resub, Lib did as well too. You guys are insane. Thank you guys so much for that support.
Yeah, let me just make sure this works. Oh dear Lord. It seems we are seeing the selection of hatcheries, Bobby. There is a mouse flying around. He is hotkeying the location. We're going to have a ling all in, Bobby. Let's get ready. He's hotkeying the location, by the way, on the other side of the map. We should make that clear. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that works. Bobby, take it away here.
All right, then, to the southeast side of the map, that's the southwest element, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Solar.
Okay. I was wondering what's going on there. Your craziness. Take it away, Bobby.
And to the northeast side of the map, we have the red Zerg player representing Canuckville, Canada. It is No Regret.
Oh yeah. All right, now. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh Oh, no! I pressed the wrong button. I didn't get it in time, and NoRegret gave a huge heart out. Wow. You can... Oh my god, it's still happening. Oh, wow. That was a really nicely drawn heart. If he doesn't make it as a Lingo winner, he should go on and be an artist, Bobby.
Yeah.
That was
oh, what a promising career.
That was... Yeah. Wow. I gotta get used to this keys, okay? So he's... Let me just make sure this works again. And I gotta make this quicker. Actually, it'd be a straight cut. Yeah, it should be a straight cut from now on, Bobby. I'm gonna fix that. Now we know. Okay, so I got his view. Can I throw him out? Can I throw him in the bottom? There he is in the bottom doing his stuff. Okay, it works. It works. Wow, I thought everything's gonna blow up, but it works. I'm recording this too, guys, by the way, so if we have a huge Bane hit to the face, we'll see it. There's no escaping this.
Yeah. Well, there's gonna be huge Bane hits, element. I just feel it. Oh, let's hope.
In the bones.
I can feel it in my bones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Link's crossing the map here. Of course, we've got Link speed on. Now he's taking a second hatchery, which is very unlike. No, I'm just kidding. This map actually, surprisingly, with all the little paths you got to go down and whatnot, maybe takes a little bit more, a little longer to get across.
Oh no! Well,
Solar
the
got a
jig's up,
spine coming up. Oh my god! Is the jig up? Is it up?
Well, it is.
Oh, you mean
the
drone
jig's up
transfer?
For the workers. Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe that's a. Hold on. It could be a fake transfer of 4 probes to make Solar believe. Solar finished the spine here, Bobby. He doesn't believe that's real. It's a fake transfer to make him believe he's macroing. Bam! Bane nest to the face, 20 lings. Who cares about the rest of the econ? You didn't need it anyways. You were going all in from the beginning. Oh wow. That's gonna... Oh wow. That would be insane. Okay. So we got more and more workers going on with this gold here. Of course the gold provides a little bit of a, well, a nice income advantage there. Of course, on top of that though, it's not like you're getting extra larva from it. So, you can build off of it, sure, you can get more stuff back at home base, but I think the lings might still be, limited by how much larva you have in the end. More and more lings coming in here, Banes as well. I think he wants to get in on this, sooner rather than later. For NoRegret here. Now, we had an epic series back in the day, Bobby, do you remember that one? Went the distance. 3-2, I think, in Solar's favor between NoRegret and Solar. Bane hits all over the place from NoRegret. Are we gonna get another one right here, Bobby? I think we might. Bane's on both sides here. Oh my god. No. Oh god.
Going for this round, though.
Oh god, the Banes are trying.
No, they're not gonna get much.
No.
Oh no!
That's not very
just
good.
ran into some Banes.
Yeah, I saw them. Don't worry, I got them.
Oh, dang, son.
I saw what happened there. We see it.
We see you.
We see everything, actually. That's the truth of the situation now.
Alright, but the Ling battle might be won here by NoRegret, though, as he's continuing on across the map here on towards Solar side of things. But there's a lot of Banelings still in defense, though, for the Blue Zerg. NoRegret does have to be very careful. Keep in mind, he does the gold base. He has a third on the way, which is at his natural, so his mineral income is... I mean, that's actually pretty much a little bit less than Solar's, actually, interestingly enough, due to the worker deficit, of course.
Oh my god.
He's not really mining fully from the main.
Whoa, what? What was that? Hold on. He's got so many lings here. It's ridiculous. The Roach Horn's on the way for Solar, but just on the way, he's not really gonna cut it, Bobby. I think the Ling master here of NoRegret. He can lose as many as he wants, Bobby. He's got
so many.
macro out of this world. Except for these Banes.
Oh, you want to No! Oh no, there it goes.
No.
That was a pretty good hit.
Oh my god.
That's just died. It's anarchy.
Well, he can do whatever he wants. Might have been an overstatement. But he's taking a third. Okay?
That is
he's
what
got drones on the way. He has 20 versus 44 workers. But a gold base. If a gold base, you can do anything. Oh my god, the Bane. Oh my god. Oh! No. He's losing many worker now. Oh no. Okay.
Not many workers.
Well, he's got more Banes at the front. There's a chance? The Roaches aren't out just yet. Oh god, 2 Banes though. Oh no. The Spine put in a little bit of work. Bane's wrapping around.
Some of these workers in.
On this?
Oh, okay, well, that's okay.
The Banes go down. Oh,
that's all he has.
Yeah.
He needed a lot more worker kills than that to try to even this up. Now, he does have 3 hatches. That gold base is nice, but, and he is slightly ahead in the income right now. That's going to be rectified soon, it looks like, as these workers are getting back to work for Solar. And So despite the gold advantage, he's been so far down in workers, there's no regret. Solar's been ahead in the economy, nonetheless.
Yeah, to be fair, where fair is due? I don't know. That doesn't work.
That's not a word. No, that's not. That's
no.
not a thing.
But I said it, so shut your face. Fair was.
Oh no!
Almost had it. Oh
so
no!
Close.
Now they're separating Banes. You can't go through that little weed patch, or else you get hit with a Bane. It belongs to Solar now.
Oh, wait,
what the
anyway.
heck? He got through. Wow, he just did it.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen. Oh my god, he detonated too, Bubba. We're seeing the beginning of a comeback here. 60 more lings on the way. Bane's being made. Down in armor supply, but up in soul power. Let's see if he can do it. Okay. Lings crossing the map. There's already some roaches on the way here as well. This overseer sees everything. He's got lair. That's no good.
That's a lot of roaches.
There's quite a few roaches out, but if we just forget about them, they don't exist. He's got a
in a good
chance.
position.
If all his Banes hit on all the workers right now, and he survives the counterattack.
And the workers didn't, and they're all bundled up.
Roaches out of position. These two Banes, they're gonna slide on in. No, they're not. No.
No. Still sliding. They're waddling.
But can we kill an overseer? Yes.
That'd be nice. Victory, small things, man. That's how you call back into a game like
Does he
this.
have roach speed? Oh my god, he's got roach speed and +1, Bobby. Should we just go to the red screen for the rest of this? And
why are you saying facts, Salmon? Stop it. I don't like this. That's a big attack.
See the moment when he types the G's. Should we get that up on screen?
Well, yeah, we absolutely have to, because the double G's are going to be incoming fairly fast here, I surmise. As he's already on top of the natural base, worker trying to run away. By a little bit of time, the rest of the lings coming in. Actually, a Baneling going off on some of those lings, it looks like, and trying to get surround. Okay, nice Baneling hit that hit one roach.
Whoa. Is there hope? No, it's not.
That's GG. Solar takes game number 1. Oh man, man alive.
There's some moments there at the beginning though, where some Bane shits could have gone off. No, Bobby, come on now.
Some Bane hits could have gone off, but they didn't. Not for him. They went good for Solar this time, which is actually a stark difference from the last series we saw. Like Solar was just taking Banes to the face, which kind of made that series competitive last time. But this is months ago though, so time has passed. But these are Code S Zerg's element. We're watching the cream of the crop, as it were, and anything can happen still in this series. Best of 3. Of course, whoever loses is not out. They will face uThermal later on here today. I guess next, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Where? There he is. All right, I got them all in here.
Does he really always ling all in? Says in a Bay app. Yes. It's as sure as the sun will rise, no regret will ling all in. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, in Zed versus Zed, it's the best thing to do, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of Zergs will do it, but they have a transition in mind, right? So they do it for apply pressure, force.
Oh no! That's
no regret, just ran into some Banes.
Yeah, I saw them. Don't worry now. Oh no! That's
no regret, just ran into some Banes.
Yeah, I
take health down on the hatch, force out the lanes they didn't want to. While you get up your own natural base. There's a lot of different combinations, but NoRegret commits to his lings, and it's not just halfway. It's not about the transition. The transition, if any, is a means to an end here to a faster death of his opponent. I suspect he'll be doing the same thing. Now, I'd like to see, though, is what he implemented in his victories element. The two victories he had in the best of 5 between these two players months ago were actually, we had ling drops in towards the main base of Solar. That's actually got around Solar's defenses and caught him off guard. That's how NoRegret won that series. Or didn't win the series, but how he won those games in that series. He eventually lost. But just keep that in mind. I'm saying he's bring it back. Yeah. All right. What else is chat talking about here?
Take it away, Bobby.
All right then. Oh, sorry. To the northwest side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Solar, up 1 game. And to the southeast side of the map element, we have the blue Zerg player. He hails from Canuckville, Canada, which we are in currently, of course. It is NoRegret.
Bob, on your view for a second.
All right then.
This will not do.
This is Acid Plant, guys. One of the new maps, of course. Lots to look at on these new maps. Look at all these things. I guess that's acid or something down there. What is this thing? This big thing with the circles. The cylinders, rather. I don't know much about this map otherwise. This seems pretty standard to me, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, so Solar himself is just going for his standard opener. Not too different, in fact, from NoRegret, looking to be largely the same. There's going to be a deviation, of course. We do have that evolution chamber going up already for NoRegret, which is going to be interesting to see what is coming out of him. So it's not a one base all in, at least not immediately here, but there's a lot of different variations, guys, of all ins available from NoRegret. Now, he does love his Ling all ins, but it's not. We've seen him do other things. It's just very, 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 very rare, and it's almost. In fact, it's so rare. That's why we don't mention it, because I can't even remember when he hasn't. Like, I vaguely remember him going roaches once, but you know, I think he made that was a mistake, and it was probably actually was a mistake. It wasn't even a plan.
That was a mistake.
By the sounds of it, yeah.
Oh god. That you're going through, but that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's going to be Lings, of course, getting that +1 melee attack. Got a little bit of advantage here for his follow-up, Lings, which is a nice little play. We'll see how that pays off. Maybe catch Solar a little bit off guard with that upgrade advantage. Ling's going to come into the main base, though, of NoRegret to get the full scout off, so no surprises here, as we were talking about. Solar is doing his due diligence, seeing everything he needs to see, and prepare accordingly.
+1 melee. Oh my god, that Ling got slaughtered. Okay, I think everything works now, as far as I can tell. I'm gonna press this button again. See if it goes as planned. Okay, it's much quicker. Hold on, let me just turn on his audio and see what we get. Okay, that's what I thought. I gotta get that working. That's the next thing. It's on the list, Bobby.
Okay.
Alright, NoRegret's pushing a couple Lings across the map. He's got a melee list on the way. He's got +1 melee, of course, like we talked about. That'll be really nice against things like queens, even spine, stuff like that. Helps a lot here. There's a nice old wall down there.
Hunkering down, though. And we have a Bly hatch going up, too.
Is it a Bly, though? I mean, it's a proxy, but is it meant to be blind? I think it's just hey, I'm on two bases, making a bunch of Lings, gonna come hit you in the face, and then all of a sudden, he's got a gold. In fact, he'll take yours, and then he'll take his after. Just to let you know, you've made mistakes here. And dropper lords, just mass dropper lords of +1 Lings? Oh god, that would be sweet.
That's what I want to see, man. I want to see it happen. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. Oh, let's hope so. Oh, hey, Phoenix Tears just resubbed for 5 months. Phoenix Tears, our boss admin. He goes, I only subbed because we have NoRegret. Code as Zerg. That's right.
Nice. Alright, Bobby.
Oh, Link's coming in with the bangs. Can they actually break through? No, it's not. Too many queens.
Yeah, we had a little Ling drop in the main as well here. Got cleaned up by roaches, it looks like. More dropping happening. I mean, we need a couple to get on some Lings. Some workers here to take them out with that +1 attack. There's 1 or 2 down already.
Oh, no.
Now,
only
at this point, Soul is probably like, got him. I got him. But, down workers, doesn't matter. Has a gold. And that gold is priceless. And unless you account for it, the fact that it has the value of each mineral. Okay, so he's gonna go get some workers there now, finally. Got 14 more Lings on the way. Gotta get enough Lings to survive this big roach attack that's coming out here. Or at least pressure some counterattacks. Ooh, trying to take his own third. But then sees a bunch of Lings from NoRegret. Now, he's gonna see some workers cross, right? Like, I think that's why NoRegret doesn't have workers there already. It's because the Overlord vision is so nice and swell up top here. At the front, though, still being held down. Shouldn't try and force that one too much.
Well, that's the impressive part here, is this moving out, as NoRegret did. He delayed the third, also pulled Solar back, who's actually going for an attack to cover for his third being taken. And which could have ended up, you know, it's very the potential was there that Solar would have seen that gold base and taken it out in that time.
I thought NoRegret was going to wrap around there and take it. Luckily, he might have.
Solar's buying time right now, and he needs more. He needs more. He's even though the worker count, he's going to be mining from that gold base somewhat. He needs more army.
No regret needs time. Yeah.
No regret needs time. Yeah, he needs lots of time right now, and he has very poor units. He's getting up, gonna get Hydras pretty soon too. I believe in production. He just finished his Hydraless Den. I was going for Lurkers.
Oh no!
Going straight for.
No
time.
No! He says it. Okay. Well, you can just say, hey, if you're gonna try and take my base, I'll take yours. Don't do it. I'll take your base. All right. Your base is mine. And they're gonna do a little swap. Now, of course, Solar can cancel here, which he probably will, unless he wants to be nice. For a chain. Oh no, cancels. Yeah, no. Whoa, is there an opportunity here to get in?
Oh, no! It's a wall. Just barely.
Oh my god, Lurker Den. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? He joked around yesterday, said, hey, I didn't know it was a separate building. I don't never make that unit. He made it all the time, Bobby. He was just hoping that Solar would go ahead and look at that interview type thing, and then say, well, I'll never have to expect Lurkers.
Well, Link's coming in trying to get surrounded on these roaches, but there's so many roaches, Element, and they're doing a pretty good job cleaning up. Reinforcements come in as well, all consolidated now as one force. These Lings, there's just not long for this world as they go down so fast.
Behind it.
Yeah, I mean, they are headbanging. The mullets is swinging, but
yeah, they're trying.
You know.
+2 Mel is going to finish up right now, and the Lings are all dead at this exact point. So that's the sad thing to have.
Solar takes the series 2-0 versus No Regret. Also, shout out to Rabid Lurker who resubbed during that game with Prime for 2 months. He says, just blame Bob. You got it, Rabid Lurker. You got it. Thank you so much for your continued support on the Gauntlet channel here, too. Definitely means a ton to us here. Allows us to continue doing what we're doing, and also allows us to do more, because the more subs we get, the more we're capable of doing on the channel. Pushing some boundaries, trying some things today, guys, as the series for the house, which is going to entail a lot of different things, but it is the House versus Korea for the next few weeks, and we're going to be trying lots of new stuff and expanding in each and every event. Tomorrow you're going to see some new things too, which will be pretty exciting as well as we continue to develop this series and see how these players develop themselves as well, how they improve over time. We'll be keeping track of that, and more, and also I guess on another level we get to live through them of what it's like to be a pro in Korea, trying to compete at the highest levels of the Starcraft 2 scene. And we'll be getting a little bit more insight as time goes on too. We'll have some featurettes and interviews and all the whole shebang too about with the players at the house to see what they're up to and beyond the game. It's not just what they're doing with the game, but how they're living life when they're not playing. What they're doing. That's the whole idea of this thing too. So we get to get the little peek into what it is, because for all these years that we've had foreigners in Korea, getting that window into what they're doing and what it's like, they've been few and far in between, fleeting at best. And I've always wondered, like, what's it like? Because I don't live that life, right? I'm not a pro in a gaming house, and I never will be. But I want to. As a fan of this game, I want to see what it's like. Everybody wants to know, come on. And that's kind of the idea of the house, and we'll develop that idea over time as we go along with this journey. So we're really excited as you guys allow us to do just that. But we'll be going into, I believe, No Regret and uThermal next, I think. And in the losers bracket, and in the winner's side, it is Hurricane and Solar. Write this down. Sweet deals. And again, best of threes, and it's just a double elimination GSL group style. This is round of 16 to determine top 2 players move on to the next round, and then we have another group happening tomorrow. Do we have any idea what players are participating tomorrow, Element? Yet, or is that still yet to be determined?
Still figuring that out. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so as a lot of some of these players just came back, of course, or just arriving to the house, as Element pointed out earlier on, some players switched out from the house and are just arriving, like uThermal, and of course there was just the event this past weekend as well. So the big old WCS. Let's take a look at chat though as we get into this next one soon. All right.
Wish we could get. Wish we had both cams working for this one. Thermy versus NoRegret.
Like when you say that, you mean player view, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in-game view. Yeah. There's a difference. A player cam is a webcam, and
I call it a webcam.
Webcam, but it's easy to conflate. All right, let's see what else is chat talking about. Yeah, we didn't get to see as many Bane hits as I wanted, actually. We did see some, but they're from Solar and not from NoRegret. Something special about a NoRegret Baneling hit. Yeah, we might be doing winners or losers first. I'm not sure, actually. I think they're...
NoRegret versus uThermal first. When we do Korean stuff, here on the Gauntlet at least, we usually like to get the losers match done first, so the guy who's, like, lost twice can just go and sleep. It's like... Because first it's like, 1 a.m. or whatever there for them. Almost. And second, they've lost twice, so they probably want to go have a cheeseburger and just sit out. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go.
All right, cool. But also, too, in Korea, you used to talk about cheeseburgers. It's like, there's so much good, interesting food that's there, too, to try, like street food and, classical, Korean dishes, of course. I'm a big, I love Korean food, actually, but for my limited experience in Korean restaurants, I've only been to a few here in Canada, and they're pretty good. I've never been disappointed. Really awesome stuff. And a place called Kimchi. I think it's called Kimchi Delight, actually, is the full name. But the restaurant is just called Kimchi on the in the malls. It's more of a larger chain of mall restaurant style Korean food, and that's awesome stuff. I like their bulgogi, and no, that's pretty much my favorite thing. That's I get all the time. I can't help myself. I haven't been there in a long time though, and
I'll jump out of that one.
over a year. Oh man.
Phoenix made a lobby for us.
Ooh, nice. And then there's one actually just across the street from me too. I haven't been there in a long time either. But there was some, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a pork, spicy noodles, spicy fried noodles with like pork on it, like some marinated pork. It's just crazy stuff too. Anyway, but that's kind of the insight I want to get, with some of these players as we go along to see what it is. What do they eat? What are they doing too? That interests me. I'm probably the most nerdiest of nerds. So, but I think some of you guys might be interested too. Because we take those things for granted, right? Like, it's not the same. It's a whole different country, guys. It's a whole new continent. I mean, some of you guys are from other countries, but a lot of us aren't in Korea, and it's a very different place. And I want to get some insight on that from these players on the ground, and what they're doing. And I don't know. I'm almost shaking in excitement for this whole series because it will fulfill a lot of my nerd wishes in regards to StarCraft 2, the scene, and the culmination of StarCraft history, arriving at this point where we are today, and finally getting some answers now, but to the hard questions that we must ask.
Not the hard questions.
All right, guys. No. Yeah.
Softballs, please.
What did you eat today for breakfast?
Oh god. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got everything ready here. Trying to make sure. I like to make sure. But you keep doing your stuff, Bobby.
My coffee was cold and I drank it. I hate cold coffee.
That's what you get.
There's only some left. I don't know how people buy cold coffee. It's like somehow society has duped people into thinking cold coffee is a good thing. It's what you used to do with cold coffee. You poured it out in the drain because then you brewed another batch. That's what you did. And then they realized, oh, well, let's monetize this. And then they started selling it, and then people thought, yeah, it's a good idea. No, it isn't. Dumb. Coffee should be hot. And then this part of the series concludes the week after that too. So yeah, we got at least 3 weeks planned of what's happening with this series. A lot of cool things being showcased each and every week. We're just getting started now, guys, and We have a lot of cool stuff planned too, so do stay tuned. Hit that follow button here at Twitch TV as well. Get notified when we go live. I want server. Oh no.
Yeah. Free explain it. Incessity. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Is he poking his stuff?
Dance going on.
I guess we do have the codes pulled that up. All right. Anyways, yeah, like Bobby was saying, this is first day. I have like basically 14 things right now that I can't use, but will be used shortly. Maybe even day 2. I've got a huge list of things to go through now. And they've actually, the first time we tried to test this, we didn't actually test at all, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
I've done no testing. That's what we mean to say. But okay, swinging across the map here. That Reaper just poking at the thing, gonna go up the back area. Maybe not. Guess not.
Well, the real question is, what does NoRegret do, Ahmed? What does he do against a standard Terran player at the caliber of uThermal? We talked about uThermal's probably, he's in the top 3 best foreign Terrans, without question. You have Special, Masa, him,
He makes
Hero
lings.
Marine, you could say it's up there too. So, just Lings?
And then he drops them on you.
Okay.
Nah. Lings. Then he drops them on you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He drops the Lings. Okay.
On you,
That's a
yes.
bold move. Yeah.
Not when you're as good as NoRegret. At ling dropping.
I know. I suspect uThermal's gonna build nothing but Hellions. Just don't stop, bro. Just nothing but Hellions. He has 4 already out in the field. By the looks of it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Is he gonna build a Banshee?
A Banshee. Well, it looks like
Yeah.
uThermal's playing as standard as it gets. Like, I don't know if you could play, against NoRegret as if he's any other Zerg, transitioning as another Zerg does.
Oh.
I don't know if that's possible.
Oh, is he gonna
there we go,
actually
20.
gonna lift up and go for wait, what's he gonna use this tech clip for? I see some libs coming out now.
Waddlingers
I
only.
guess he just didn't want his racks on. He's like, you know what? I'd rather have my racks somewhere else. That's a building that doesn't deserve to be on that tech clip. I'll pull it over here for now. And not even using it. You could be in use right now. NoRegret supply block now, that darn Viking. Right as he's trying to go for his Bling Bane all in. That Viking gets in there and bees a jerk. Plus
Oh,
one
no,
melee
it's
isn't
gonna
done
fry
yet. God, oh my god, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Oh! Why?
Oh no! What was that?
Why did you do it? Plus one melee isn't done yet. He didn't have any Banes morphed in. He was supply blocked from that
was the
darn
rush?
Viking. Yeah, I know. But, like, he's got a Bane nest too, so why? Oh, you saying what was the rush? I thought you said that was the
Yeah.
rush. That was
No,
it.
no.
That was what you're doing. That was the game plan. You can't turn back on it now.
No.
You can when you're up against the rock and death. So, next time.
You didn't need to.
Hold
I'm
on.
saying he was.
Oh! You got the Viking. That's all that matters.
Well, that's pretty good. But Hellion run by coming in towards this newly saturating
Hellbat.
third base element.
You know, the run by would have been perfect.
Oh, Hellbat,
You went into
too.
Hellbat mode and you might die from it, actually. Oh, wait, there's only 2 Banes. We're gonna need the best Bane hits of all time. The workers should keep pulling away. Continue to pull away,
Lings
workers.
around, maybe? Nah, those aren't
Oh,
the
no.
Banes he was hoping for, element. Workers
Oh,
being
God,
pulled off the line, trying to retreat before they
These
die.
are regular Hellions right now. All these
They'd be
workers
crying.
they'd be crying. Yeah. Although
crying.
that Hatchet can take a lot of damage here, but he's gonna have to pull his queen at least to go with this. Couple lingers on the backside. You know, they got the +1. If they can get up close on these, he's trying to get him on the Cyclones. Maybe you get the damage. Oh my god, that health is so low. Does he have a transfuse? 49.50, no! Didn't get it in there in time. Hatch goes down. This last Cyclone trying to escape, but, well, these lings could help. God, lings,
Kill it
please.
before it kills your queen.
Lings, please,
Oh, okay.
lings! No, wait.
The queen
Oh
will
god,
win.
it's gonna be, okay. Well, he lives. Closer than it needed to be, but he lives. That Liberator did go into the main, right? Yeah, there it is in the natural. Spore, pushing it away.
10 kills.
Yeah,
Kills on that lib. Sick.
I guess, do we not have WCS mod on? For some reason I didn't see it. Maybe I just wasn't looking. I could have been too into that one Hellbat. Probably what it was. Okay,
I don't
so the
think- I don't
Overlord
think it
sees that there's more Hellions at the front, and they just don't stop. Wow. Got 5 factories here. 1 starport, upgrades behind that. It's gonna be really tough. Down workers. down in
Well, here we go.
down in hatch.
No worker kills.
Yeah, this is nice. Okay.
Oh, but he might don't want to lose all his lings though. Oh no, they're low lined up too. Oh no, don't run. I mean, don't chase. What are they doing? Oh, no,
You should have ran.
yeah.
Remember, Bobby, catch him
don't
like
run
that.
towards the flame. Yeah.
Oh well. No, as far as I know, I'm not setting anything back, which is, I know because I tested it. But you never know. Somebody tinkers with the wires. We
Well, the
have
one
more
thing you
links
tested-
coming out here. Like so for Zur, if you go ahead and use all your links like that, that's 8 or so drones he could have been making right now. Instead, he's got to remake that link count. So it's not always a good idea to just throw this away. Like, oh my god, the queen got surrounded. Oh lord.
Oh no.
Oh,
Tactical
goodness.
surround.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Gotta cancel this third base yet again. Again, there's a very paltry force available in defense
Banes,
here
though,
for
Bobby.
No Regret. But Banes might get some
Oh,
good.
wow.
Yes, they do! Oh, clearing
All
up
that
a lot
force of
more
chicken
efficiently
now.
this time. He needs
Yeah.
like 17 more of those engagements element. And even then, it still costs him in the defense pretty dearly. Something he can't
Yeah.
afford right now. He's behind in every metric. I mean, the army may as well not have one, because he doesn't. There's no regret. I mean, all he needs to do is push out. Look, we got tier 3 units on the field already, element. We got some Thors
Talk about tiers,
for that
Bobby.
potential, for the mutilous transition that will never happen. But yeah, it's because uThermal is actually playing against No Regret like he's a normal Zerg. It's actually working out for him better than I thought. I mean, he did just enough Hellions. We're going with the Hellbat attack, which again counters Lings anyway, which is what No Regret goes for. So all bases are covered for our Terran player.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, he's down in pretty much every way. This, oh my god, the Hydras, if they're actual range upgrade now. Oh,
the
no,
Hellions, line up!
Lined up indeed. Well,
Oh, more going down right there.
that is highly
too.
unfortunate.
Oh, dang, son. That's awesome.
Will it get away? You
15
won't get away,
worker
right? Yeah, well, it's awesome, but it's painful. Because he was already down in workers, and now he's down even further. His army supply is 77 versus 24. uThermal's going to go ahead and finish this one off here. This game. From that opening Ling attack there that didn't have the Banes with it just yet, the supply block happened. It wasn't looking good. Now these Hydras are getting lined up by Blue Flame Hellions. The G's are going to be typed here any second now. I just
double
feel it
Gs.
in my bones, Bobby. Feel it in my bones. There it is.
It's called uThermal takes game 1 versus No Regret in the losers match. Here again, the loser of this series is eliminated from this event, guys. So all on the line, back against the wall, as it were. Still fun to watch, though. I mean, No Regret, if nothing else, is an exciting player, and it's a real treat to behold. I mean, the thing is that we've lamented that in the past of how he's every time we've seen him, he's impressed us so greatly. If not for his winning, because he sometimes doesn't, of course, but it's just for the show he puts on. It's really fun to watch, and also knowing him too, that helps that we know his personality. He's a jovial fellow and very fun person. So you just knowing that, and then it kind of shows through his play style. It's pretty cool stuff, and when we kind of talked about how we don't really cast him all that much, so it's kind of a treat to see him here today, putting up the fight best he can. But he's against tough opponents. I mean, let's be real here. He went against, his first match was against Solar. Solar is one of the most winningest players in StarCraft 2 right now. Go to his Wikipedia page of Solar. Like, it's easy to forget how many events Solar has won, because he's won a plethora of events. Most are dream hacks, but I mean, unbelievable from Solar. Of course, I believe he won an SSL as well, and insane. All right, so Blackpink is the map. No Regret versus uThermal. Game 2, this best of 3. Loser is eliminated. Winner goes on to face the loser of the winners bracket side of things, which is, of course, going to be Hurricane and Solar in that one. Let's load it up, guys. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at GauntletSCT. You get notified about all things Gauntlet, including when we go live. We're live again tomorrow, same time, same place, 8 a.m. CST. That's 8 a.m. Central Time here on the channel for another 4 players battling out in the House versus Korea. Each day we'll be unlocking new things of our production, as we said. We have a lot of plans, a lot of cool things we're implementing, tinkering away for the house to get you guys more inside the minds of these players, and inside the house where these players are at, where the foreigner team house, of course, trying their hand in StarCraft 2 glory.
All right, Bobby, you ready?
Code Z says Shane Ararma. Code Z, that's No Regrets League. I think, yeah, I agree with that. It's Code Z.
I don't know what to say, Bobby. But
I'm reading
we
chat,
got
I care about the people.
Game 2. I care about the people more than you, Bob. That's why I give them great experience, but not caring about the chat. I care about the chat, so I don't care about the chat. Because I care about the chat. Okay, here's the thing, Bobby. We got Game 2, NoRegret versus uThermal here. NoRegret down one map. Hasn't gone so well for him today. To be fair, at the start of today, he told me, because he wasn't going to play, actually, and then Special was going to play, but unfortunately, he didn't realize how close his WSG groups were and this were together. So he, holy moly, Bobby. Shut your face, take it away.
Reflector, my good buddy. Reflector, he says, I will pay you $20 to not sing. Done, Reflector, done. Don't worry, I'm not singing that song. But I have something special I'm gonna make today for tomorrow's cast that should satisfy Lip75's $100 donation for that apparent goal that I had no idea was the goal, because Elma just always does these things to me. But so don't worry, Reflector, it'll be interesting, and
that'll be
tomorrow.
Bobby for all he's worth.
So thanks so much, Reflector, for that $20 donation. That 20 sheet goes a long way. Always good times.
Yeah.
And with Reflector, he's my buddy, by the way. He created the Gauntlet logo. I'm contractually obligated to mention that every time. And yeah,
you are.
Created a lot of our important logos like that. Gauntlet one especially. So.
Bobby, we have the Reaper going across the map. No regret though, swinging in some lings here. Oh wait, no, Reaper came home. Oh bad, that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh wow, cancels though.
The base though.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, that's wait, he sent an SCV across the map. Yeah, I mean there's link speed, so it would be hard, but I don't know if he had to completely cancel. I mean, I guess you cancel it, you started up top, right? He's comfortable perhaps going into that little bit of there's more links, Bobby, shut your face.
Well, how's he gonna get up here, Element? He's kind of throwing away a lot of links to do some.
Well, no, here's the thing. He really wants to get he wants to get his factory down, and he's never gonna be able to if these lings right here, or else the lings get into the main. So he'll stay here as long as he wants to. Bobby, he'll just have a fun old time. He'll lose all the lings here. Yeah, sure, that's fine though. Oh my god.
Go for the workers!
Why?
Yes! Yes!
Why? Was he not
giving us
getting the necessary heal? I mean, you could get this. If you put all the links on this reactor right now, I think it goes... No, there's only 2. It's still pretty close, though.
It is. Very close.
If you just throw all those links on that immediately, I think that reactor goes down there. But, you know, huge delay on these Hellions coming out, so he's been able to back at home, drone up here. Getting injects on as well. Getting some more gas. All 3 in there. These 2 overlords, please don't go across the map, overlords. Where are you rallied to? Oh my god, they're rallied right into the natural. We're gonna have 3 overlords there, Bobby. Oh, he's turning them back. Okay. He's looking now. Lined up quite nicely with this Reaper going across him. So maybe he saw the blip of the Reaper and was like, oh, I saw that 3 times. Better pull back. Okay, on the other side here, we've got this couple queens here to poke back this Reaper. Ling speed's still done, of course. It doesn't just go away after you fail with that Ling attack, so... You know, a nice... Yeah, that'd be terrible. A nice number of queens here. Layer on the way. I'm wondering, more gases as well. Bobby, do we have nidus conditions? Are we fulfilling the nidus conditions?
Nidus
you tell me that.
Wow. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, actually, you know what? Correction. Yes, it will be nidus conditions, but I don't think it's going to
one more queen
actually happen.
Queue up a queen, please. Can you queue up a queen for us?
No queens. He's gonna go for...
Get us mic'd up?
Fire, maybe?
No, we want one more queen here, Bobby. Queue up that queen.
Maybe he just wants Bane speed. And so he's just... that's all he wants.
Wow. Yeah, Bane speed for the second all in. No queen happened just yet. So, I mean, I guess, you know, it's all open at this point. That Viking just looking for more overlords here. Liberated as well. Parked himself up top.
This is new territory, Element. It's not really new territory. We saw him go
another Hydra
attempt Hydralisks for last few games, and they never. He dies usually
Hydro
before the
Bane.
Hydras become a factor. So yeah,
He
he's
does.
attempting
However, this
Hydro Bane,
time,
but his
oh my
getting
god.
there is weird.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
goodness. Yo, hold on, Bobby. These Banes, you gotta buy them 5 more seconds. Oh, good.
Wait, what are you doing?
The scanner's just outside of Bane range. Did you see that? It was on the edge of it. I don't think you saw them. Walk directly up into the Banes, uThermal. Do it. Do it. Oh,
coming back
yes.
down
He
the ramp now,
burns in the helmets. Bane's upon you. Oh, no. They all went off on one Hellbat. Well, he still cleans it up, though. I think the Liberator's in the main, correct? Yeah, it is. It's been a jerk in the main. Okay.
11 kills.
Oh, it didn't get tons, I don't think, did it? Oh, did it actually? 12 kills.
Well,
No, I think
12
most of that's
kills,
larva, though, right? Only 4 workers that went down here. 5 in total.
Only.
He's getting larva.
Still,
There's a counting his kills, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
larva's expensive. 20
well, especially
resources.
as he's building stuff from there, and he's losing,
aliens.
some semblance of
Oh, no.
resources, I guess. But
Okay.
well,
These aliens just trying to slide on in. What a bunch of jerks. Anyways, he's now down on workers. I guess because he had to pull away, he lost all that larva like you talked about, but he's not making workers anyways,
die.
Bobby.
He
didn't.
He has Hydralisk, and he didn't die. So that's
does.
a bonus.
Yes. I agree with that.
That's a step forward.
But Hydras now need 2 upgrades to be anything. He just he's gonna get the speed and not the range, so they'll have 5 range, and they'll be within range of everything. Even the Zealot would hit it at that range, Bobby. So keep that in mind as well. All right, here we go.
Well, he's going for an attack. This is interesting. I mean, he's just going for it. He's more just moving across the map, but these Hydralisks.
Well, I mean,
look at all the Hellions. They can just eliminate these Hydralisks themselves
yeah,
almost.
no blue flame, Bobby. Good spread.
That's true.
You can actually just go and hit this third base, though. All the workers here would be dead. If the Hellions tried to run by the if the Hellions tried to run by the Hydras, they'd die. So he doesn't want to do that. Oh, a nice scan, perfectly placed. This tank is going to have to fire directly on the Banes, but I believe in uThermal's micro in that regard. Now the Lings do get in there on the workers. That's nice. And like I said, can't go past the Hellions. Trying to go up here. Oh no, the Banes are stuck. Oh, he's targeted the Banes. Oh, we can see the clicks
2 tanks are
happening.
putting some work. So
Hold on, no, 2 more Banes.
1 tank does fall. Second tank does fall, and only Hellions left. The other tank comes in from the high ground, no element. This is reinforcing forces here from NoRegret, and that's with these Lings. I don't think so. There's enough Hellions to survive here and clear up the rest of said Lings, and the defense is pretty good. They'll kill 12 workers, though. Good attack from NoRegret. He's still significantly behind. He hasn't droned up behind this. He's only droning up.
Continue. Oh no, did somebody ring a doorbell? Oh no. Bob? Oh god, we've lost Bob. Oh, he's gonna leg out right in this critical moment too. Oh no, this is gonna really... Oh, he's back. Okay. Wait, is he back? Bob, you back?
I didn't leave. I'm here the whole time.
You stopped talking for a second. I thought you got doorbelled. Thought you were gonna leg out right as NoRegret was going in for the final push there.
Weird,
well, I mean that's
nothing
debatable.
like that for me.
Whole stream can see me, so guess we'll just take it. Take it on Bob's.
Nothing
good
changed
there.
here.
Okay, anyways, doesn't matter, Bobby. 2 Liberators coming in here to the natural of NoRegret. Will the Hellions come in the front? Can he get a Bane hit though? No, he can't. Off creep. Unfortunately, the tumor must have died earlier there. Killing the larva up top. Queens are gonna try and deal with that. Oh my god, can we just see the roasting? Oh no.
Oh, the roasting.
No.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's not much. Oh, the rest of the roasting is going to be complete.
Okay.
Locking down the mining in the natural base with the double liberators. Locking down the third with the blue flame Hellion run by. 18 workers falling on all sides. That's a genius called. uThermal moves on to the losers bracket final, eliminating NoRegret.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean that's pretty much how I expected this one to go. Except, I guess NoRegret. He said, like I keep on saying this, but it's important. His form is a little down right now. He was in the GSL, but since then he hasn't really been signing up for too many of the things. He stayed at the house. He's got to manage that, so he wasn't doing the across the pond tournaments over here on the other side of the world. So he's been on the manager cap. He'll go back to the Codex cap when he gets another shot at that. But Yeah, so this is how I expected it to go, but maybe a little bit stronger games. But, you know, uThermal's such a base too, and of course, Solar uThermal, it's not most favorable odds for anybody to go up against, Bobby, so.
No.
Overall.
Yeah, it's easy to count NoRegret out, but that's tough competition right there. You know?
Good play by him there. Now we got the next one going up right now already. Solar versus Hurricane, of course. Catalina Blackpink asked, the map's already ready, my goodness. We are zooming. Number one admin here, Solar, I guess. working with Phoenix
Isn't he
Tears.
usually like nice and fast on that stuff too? Pretty sure he is. Too. Also, big shout out to Phoenix Tears for being awesome all the time. Now we have this one coming up, which is going to be dare I say, a barn burner. I mean, Hurricane looked good. Like, Hurricane looked really good against uThermal. As good as uThermal is, Hurricane kind of handled him. Let's be real. It was handled. Nice and to the point. I mean, it wasn't that one-sided. uThermal had moments for sure. In fact, that last game too was uThermal's, man. I thought uThermal had that. He had Hurricane in such a bad spot. Yeah, Hurricane had good upgrades. He had the tech needed, but his army supply was very bad. His third base was exposed completely, nothing there. But uThermal decided to go for the kill, straight for the jugular, and that cost him, ultimately, the game. And a couple other little mistakes here, too, like bathing in storms does no one any good, except for the Protoss player, unless you're getting stormed as a Protoss player. But, yeah, the Hurricane pulled off standard like it was as standard as it gets. The thing is, that's what I always loved about Hurricane. I've always loved his standard play because he's textbook. He doesn't deviate. He's not a cheeser. I mean, maybe he'll do it once in a while, but it's so few and far in between. It's almost not bother noting. So, really cool stuff.
Take that away.
Oh, we said Dee donated a 5 sheet. Thank you so much, Dee, for that support. And that's great, man. A $5 donation goes such a long way. It's incredible stuff. Thank you so much for your support, for dropping that 5 sheet, allowing us to continue to do what we're doing. We enjoy what we're doing. We hope you guys do as well as we go on this journey together with the House versus Korea and beyond as we develop this series over time. Again, we're live tomorrow again, too. So keep that in mind. And then the week after and the week after, doing these, continuing on to develop. And the more we go, the more we'll get a peek inside of what is going on with the house. You know, what these players are doing, how they're living life, and get an insight into that as fans of this game and fans of these players too. But we're in this game now, Element. Let's do this.
So thank you for that donation. That's what Bobby means to say.
Yeah.
In all the words. That does help a lot. By the way, Bobby, we have hashtag the house there. If you want to get your tweet on screen, go ahead and send a tweet to hashtag the house. I just put it in there. You know, doing laundry, hashtag the house. Oh yeah. It's not relevant at all. That's the one that's up there right now. So I'm not going to throw it up, but somebody with a real tweet concerning the actual house, the only one, you can go ahead and do that. Bob, let's get in this game. It's already begun. We got in here really quick. So we got Hurricane versus Solar. This is best of 3. Winner moves on to the next stage. Losing player goes down and faces uThermal to see if they can also get through. But 2 chances here for both these players, essentially. Still left here. Take it away, Bobby.
All right, then to the southeast side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Solar. And to the northwest side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Hurricane.
Nice.
Now, the thing is, Solar, he's like, you know, obviously one of the best Zerg players to ever touch this game. But he's such a cool dude, too. He's so nice. He's very personable. You know, he's the people's champion. And I always love it when he does well at events. You know, he struggles from time to time. You know, Code S isn't always his cup of tea. But it's he still always puts on some of the best performances you'll see all around the world. And I hope good things for him this year. I mean, just because he's such a cool dude, and he participates in a lot of our Gauntlet events, too, which is always nice to see. In fact, historically speaking, Solar was always a very active Korean player in foreign events, like online cups and the like. Even when he was on Samsung Galaxy back in the day, you know, a Caspa team participating in Pro League and the like, and he would still Like, nobody else would. Just him. I've always wondered, like, I kind of always thought that people were prevented from participating in these online events because he was the only one that did. Like, was there something that maybe he had in his contract that allowed him to do so? And it just seemed weird that he was the only one.
Okay.
For a very long time.
I definitely knew Bobby. He paid his life.
Did it? He did.
Yeah. He told me about that one time, actually. Something about him being able to speak English or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I guess maybe they wanted... I don't know, because it's kind of weird, right? So maybe they wanted only Korean players that, you know, could talk, I guess. Speak English to play into foreigner tournaments, perhaps, maybe. Something like that.
Maybe.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but it had to do with him being able to, you know, actually talk. Actually tell the people what he was thinking and whatnot. But a lot of them can, of course. It's not as fluent. Solar, it's like talking to Bobby. Got all the words.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Solar's win. I mean, his championships. I mean, all those DreamHacks he participated in. You know, he was largely the lone representative of his team to do so, and you know, at a time where Pro League was in high gear, and he was the one traveling the world. And yeah, speaking English definitely does help the capability of doing so. Yeah, cool dude.
So we got Zealot legs behind this, couple depths at the front. I don't think he's going to think it's a big bunch of adepts, but they are there, and of course the Templar Cups as well of this. So I believe he'll go across the map.
Look at this Void Ray.
Void Ray to start with. You know, this is actually very similar to what we saw out of Hero in the DSL. Oh, that's not a spoiler. But clear on the overlords with the Void Ray. God, it's so slow when it's charged up. And then you get across the map here, and of course just warping a bunch of zealots. But he does have that Templar Archives with it that he could use if he wanted to make Archons as well. We don't see the single sentry, so it's not the exact same build, of course, Bobby. A single sentry is it means something. Were Lynx crossing the map there? I think they were trying to shut down a third, but maybe they turned back. This guy's gonna go scout it out. The placement of... Oh no, it didn't get placed. Void Ray! Look at him hard!
No!
Oh, they both go down. Oh, actually a double kill.
Probert.
At the exact same time, almost. Yeah, Probert went down, unfortunately. These Lings right on the Warp Prism here. You could pick those up. There we go. That range pickup micro. Wow. So nice.
Very nice, Mike. Gonna shave off a lot of those Lings. In fact, going to Warp, and he gives no cares, does Hurricane.
No.
He's going for the attack. He's like, yeah, you see me, bro. Just come and stop me. And, well, we have a whole bunch of units on the way here for our Zerg player. In fact, 4 Hydralisks and Rising on the way. A lot already on the field with Queen support at this third base here for Solar. Gonna dive right in on here. That may be ill-advised. Not a lot of army here just yet. Looks like he may just pull back. For now, will Hurricane.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the wise choice. He does not have the numbers to deal with this.
No. I think you can keep the Warp Prism out there. Swing around to the main base, stuff like that, and poke and whatnot. And even, to be honest, you can keep your Zealots down there, just not actually engaging. Because when they have Zealot legs, they're pretty fast.
No.
They can get back home.
Oh, the Lings are on this third base. Oh, he ran out of advantage on his Oracle.
Yeah, let's not do this. Oh no! What am I gonna do? You click F2, Bobby. You place your cursor right beside, not on. If you put it on, you'd kill it. Just right beside your Nexus. Then you push down your mouse button. Then you put your hands back and say, deal with this.
And profit.
Expert strategy. Yeah, exactly, and profit. So we had a fairly decent probe production behind us. He's already got quite a few probes there. Going to get the gases. Robo. A couple more gates coming in here as well. Still, you know, that big Hydra force. There we go. So what I wanted earlier, get these couple Archons in the main.
Got
that pickup range. Oh my god.
Good kills too.
God, they're juicy. Yeah, gets out.
Worth it.
No losses. And he pulled back the whole army here, by the way. It all came back. So, even though it, needs those double upgrades now, we have speed already done, but now he's just getting his range for the Hydras. Finally moving out. This kind of later timing here is the one you get now. We got a Lurker Den as well. No Balin S with this. It's interesting. Because Solar was the one who was really pushing that Hydra Bane early on against Protoss. You saw Neeb actually die that a couple times. Poor Neeben. Okay, this one Zealot's gonna tell the tale of what he saw. There was a whole lot of something stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man. Lurkers. Lurking all
Yep,
day.
when in doubt.
He does not have... This is not a good
Lurker
army.
up.
I mean, not yet. This is a very small
What's the
army.
void ray?
Technically speaking, compositionally speaking,
Yeah.
this is actually what you want against
Well, here's
lurkers,
the thing.
but he doesn't have the numbers to deal with that many
Here's the
lurkers.
thing. He's gonna see it right now. He's got to move out of his storms forward right now and get that space. He can't give up the space. You give up the space, you die. Oh god, the space is gone. Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Space
storm
is
as they're
to give
coming
it
in and walk back. Once they're in deep like this, it's so hard. It's so this is not gonna.
Yeah, every time he tries to go distance, he's getting shot by those lurkers from afar. Storms are whiffing, not hitting a whole lot here either. Workers going down at this third base. Gonna have to give it up completely here as he cannot contend with both the army and then fight within range of those lurkers at the same time. You have to consolidate his forces at his natural base and try to break out that way, but he's so far behind in the army supply element, nearly half that of his Zerg opponent. Compositionally speaking, he's still not there. There's storm going down a lot of these lurkers, but they have such high health they give no cares. Now they're burrowed here too, tanking a couple extra storms, and he doesn't have a whole lot more to give. Falling back, but continuing to push forward. Solar backing Hurricane into a corner, and perhaps taking the double G's from Hurricane in short order here in game number 1.
You'd need like 10 billion more storms. No, just a couple more there was, like I said, I think if he pushed out and just made him buy more time there instead of, because he was in that choke, losing all his army, finally decided, okay, I gotta pull the plug on this one, but it was too late by then when he did pull the plug on that base.
Well played there from both players, in fact. But yeah, Solar taking the better of that with a great, tech transition into that composition as fast as he did, able to catch Hurricane completely off guard as he's still trying to secure that third base properly. Big shout out to Chris Joseph with that subscription with Prime, no less. Thank you so much, Chris Joseph, for joining the Gauntlet crew. Thank you so much for supporting us, or the Bobbeteers, as some like to call it. I'm on the fence about that, but actually, kind of like the idea.
Love that one. Go ahead. I'm
really
on the fence about that one. Yeah, not trying to sell a Bobby, but I'm not playing that game.
It's like I can hear the twinkle in your voice.
Yeah. You should jump in here, Bobby.
All right.
We're all... You have Phoenix Tears added as a friend, by the way? Are you guys friends?
I don't know.
That's what you need to do.
No, I'm not, actually. You're my only friend on the Asian server element. And even
in life, actually, if you want to. No, Reflector was in here last time. He was my good friend from a long time ago, but he's also your good friend as well. Now that I've linked you two up. Yeah, sure. Let you guys have a little talk about stuff. You guys agree on Starcraft, Star Wars, and Starcraft being the best of their Star versions for games and also movies of sorts.
Speaking of the best Star Trek, man, Discovery this past weekend. No spoilers. I'm just gonna say, holy cow! The last few weeks have been so insane, and this last week was bonkers, McGee, man. That's all I gotta say. It was the best Star Trek episode I've ever seen in my life. Well, for starters, the action was the best of any. Like, they had the phaser battle that was so good. Like, it was so well done. It was the best phaser battle ever, which isn't saying much. Phaser battles usually suck in Star Trek TV shows, that is. And but this was just unbelievable. Like, let's compare to a gun battle on TV. There's nothing that's close to that. This was the best. And then it was just overall a story, the big twists that happened. Like, they do take chances on the show that, like they said, they promised. They promised big stuff would happen. Big stuff happened. Holy cow. Like, even it's winning over some hardcore haters too, like, old school Star Trek fans that I hate because they hate everything that's not original series pretty much. But no, it's even winning some of them over finally this season, and for good reason. It's a dang good show, and it really it's always been good, but the last like 8 or 9 episodes, or 8 episodes, let's say, are just incredible. Anyway, we're in the game now, guys. Hurricane versus Solar. Game number 2. Solar is up 1-0 in this best of 3, determining who will make it on to the next stage of this event next week. No, that's not next week. That'll be 2 weeks from now, actually, because next week we're still doing a round of 16 matches. So, correction on that. Anyway, big shout out to Chris Joseph yet again for that subscription. Means a lot. And as I say that, we just had another subscription from Nakami TV, or is it Nakametiv? I think it's Nakami TV. I'm killing your name. I apologize. Correct me somehow. Tweet at me if anything else. Let me know how to say your name, because I prefer to say things correctly, Element. I'm not like you. So Nakami TV with that subscription, Element. And guess what? Element? You won't even guess. with Prime!
Okay.
No less. Thank you so much, Nakami TV. That's crazy stuff. Using your Prime, you only get one of those. And you're like, man, who shall I use this valuable thing on? And then you see these blokes over here on the Gauntlet channel, and you're like, yeah,
Blokes.
I'll use it on,
He's now on sub.
on those guys.
Yeah, that's huge.
I said,
That gets
we're
going.
blokes.
Gets Bob worked up too. All excited about this game. Bobby in the top right corner. Tell us who we have.
Ooh. Oh, in the top. No, that's not top right now. You almost got me. To the northeast side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Hurricane. And to the southwest side of the map element, we have the blue Zerg player. He just so happens to be up one game. It is Solar.
Very nice, very nice. It's grand of you to get that one out. Now we got the nice Overlord Scout here is going to see the current boost. Going to see that, hey, there's going to be some stuff coming across the map I got to deal with. And deal with it you will, Bobby. But how? One base Slayer. No, it's going to 3 hatch, Bobby. Keep yourself calmed. Calm yourself down. In fact, he's going to just keep this guy home. Sees a couple Shark and Lynx, doesn't want to take a chance.
No. Play safe.
Oh god, is he going to let it go? He lets it go.
Wave Hurricane.
Yeah.
I like a Stargate, Stargate opener. It's just so nice. You get map control, you eliminate any map vision, force the Zerg to really commit to their scouting. Of course, they don't get any, and be a little bit more crafty in their positioning as well. And also, you apply pressure to the Zerg, force some static D if you have oracles, or even a substantial amount of Phoenix. There's a lot of options when you open Stargate, and we're seeing that become well, it's always been around, but I think it's increasing in prevalence recently. Yet again, as a standard opener for Protoss versus most Zergs. Now, with that Oracle,
the race is
already on the way. And it also serves multiple ways too. There's a lot of lings on your side of the map. The Oracle provides pretty good defense, but he has a bunch of adepts as well to help facilitate said defense. Does Hurricane, so he should be more than fine. I love the persistence though of Solar, keeping his lings on towards Hurricane side of the map. Keep a close eye. If there's a third going to be going up anytime soon, maybe even find one little mistake from Hurricane to run in towards the main to get the full scout off that he really wants ultimately. Nonetheless, as I say that, he still has that Overlord in the main base, so there's no secrets here. It's not like the Stargate's hidden.
None.
There's no tech that's unknown here from Solar so far.
Okay, I think these adepts can stand and bang, but thinks otherwise about it. Trying to pull this one back, my god. Would we have a perfect game? No, we lost a pro, but other than that, fairly perfect so far. I mean, it can't be fairly perfect, either are or not, Bobby, so deal with it.
Yeah.
Overlord goes down in the main. Although, 400 minerals to 50, I'll take that every day. Gonna start poking here, might actually lose one adept finally. No, never mind, take that back, Bobby. Although the Oracle did pop off there, so it's gonna have to either use the energy now or stop and regain. Does stop and gonna have to wait for another one. Third base, maybe gonna get started here as well. Pylon goes down here to start anchoring that down. What do we got back at home? War Prism coming out, 2 more gates. Do we have the Templar? No, we don't. You got a little bit of work done with that last time, but I think as soon as you see the Templars, you just say, "Hey, I'll make some lurkers." What, are you gonna storm them? Ha ha ha. And that's what we're seeing. Actually, it's just a roach horn so far. Is he gonna make a big roach swell and just walk across the map? Charge on the way as well, so it's a pretty similar build from Hurricane in game number 2 here, but maybe just a couple things different there, and it turns it around. Dance,
yeah, we got that third going down for our Protoss player. War Prism going across the map to apply some pressure in that sense. That Twilight, that Templar Archives is now finishing as well. I suspect Storm will be shortly followed up. At least I would like to see that. Charge on the way as well. So it could just be some Charge Alt Archon attack. Try to maybe take down a base of Solar, maybe a 4th that goes up to 3rd if he's lucky. All while he's covering his own 3rd base going up. Now the Adepts are going to make their way across the map here for Hurricane. They have been. I think they're staying by the Lings though, right? Yeah, he gives no
the
cares.
Adepts were, but nothing else was. He thinks just a couple of Adepts crossing the map. Charge is about to finish up here. 4 more gate swap coming in as well at the same time here at the 3rd there. So it's getting a little dicey here. The Roaches, some of them coming out from the main, some of them coming out from the natural here. I have to pull these Archons back, but with Charge coming in right afterwards, there we go. Archons get up. Adepts try to shade away. Soaked up or injured a couple of these Roaches. They soaked up a lot of that Archon. I don't even know what it is. Something Storm. I know it has a name, Bobby. But
Who can say?
who can say? Yeah.
No, I like this though. He saw that there's a lot of roaches on the field here for Solar, so he's getting those immortals out behind this. His third base is done and largely uncontested. So this is actually a good position for Hurricane Element. Much better, I think, than what was in game number 1. Here, he's already mining fully from that third base. There's a lot of gateways up too to get those zealots out to do so.
I mean, that's a lot of good position. He's got 34 versus 78 armor supply right now, and a lot of that is actually in the War Prism out of the map. Now, you can actually live forever with just a couple force fields and nope, actually, never mind. That was hardest one to think about. And parting too, so I take that back.
Yeah, really good cross the balls, eliminating these force fields.
He's got 8 gates.
Yeah,
okay, there we go. Got a little bit more in here. We got the double Archon. Pick up the Immortal. My god, the Micro is real. Don't get hit though. Oh my god, a secondary pickup. Cannon goes down. We're going to have another pickup Micro going on here. In fact, you can do a big warping right now, but there's a single pylon powering 4 gates up here. If that goes down, he'll have a lot less production, Bobby. The Immortal gets picked up at the last second. My god, he's keeping on low health though. Oh my god, the roaches, the numbers are thinning, Bobby. But can he do it? That one pylon's powering half the production. You just take that pylon out. Solar, if you just take that pylon out, half the production's gone. Oh wow, a couple more zealots warped in here. The Immortal's still being dropped over and over. Roach is taking a little bit of damage from it. Ling's trying to get up at the front. One more Immortal back there. Third one on the way out as well here. They might be at the beginning of the end here for Hurricane in this game. They're losing the buildings.
It was so close,
losing the base.
It was so close. He almost had that. He didn't quite have he had the warping capability, but it looked like he was a little bit preoccupied with his Micro. He did miss some warp-ins there. He had the money as well, so that wasn't stopping him either.
And he kept the workers alive. And upper ramp here with the Micro. There's no more Ravagers, so if he forced field, what happened to that? Did he just lose the 1 sentry? He just lost the 1 sentry, didn't he? Oh my god, he did.
Sick Micro from Hurricane. You got to give him credit where credit's due.
Trying.
Hold on the best as possible here, but he just doesn't have the numbers. The Roach is coming in. The Immortal putting in so much work, though. Look at that Immortal.
Oh, how many kills do we have on this bad boy? I can't even see that's how good them. Oh my god. What is happening? What health on his too? Oh! Somebody let me click on it.
There's like 12 kills.
There's gotta be one. Oh, it finally goes down. Yeah, I can't do it. I might have a second of it there at some point. But armor supply now, not so bad. It's kind of getting closer and closer. We got more zealot legs coming in here. Do we have +2 on the way? Is that what that is? Yeah, it is. You know, there's always a chance when you got some Micro and +2, Bobby. I've played Protoss once or twice in my day. Don't you let me tell you otherwise. He still kept some of those workers alive. More of them died there in the end. I think maybe they were pulled to help out, or they just died at the gas or something like that. Because he had 20 some back there before. But 4th base on the way for Solar here behind this. Oh, there's some moments there. Maybe you need to drop more shield batteries or something like that. I felt like the warpings could have been happening, but they didn't seem to be. Like he had 8 gates as far as I know.
It was
forward the front, not more in the back.
I could see.
It's just maybe he's focusing on that Micro so hard with the Immortal. I mean, you got to keep that guy alive. He's worth all the units, so I guess that's what it was.
Still awkward spot. He's retaking this 3rd base here. Is Hurricane. He's not out of this game yet. It was less than ideal situation considering we do have that 4th base done. It's up and running here for Solar, but the Hydralisks are in production to help supplement this army that's across the map here for our Blue Zerg.
Bobby, did you see that Oracle go to his death?
No, I did not.
No, you wouldn't. You never do.
Of course I wouldn't.
So Storm on the way.
Oracles die.
He needs to like quadruple right now all of the Chrono Boost into it. And he's Chrono Boosting his +2 attack here. But if he doesn't have Storm, his Hydra is going to kill him. Like he'll just fall over. Oh no.
Yeah, I think he just might fall over, Element. Admirable, trying to recovery here attempt from Hurricane, but that's going to be pretty much it. GG is called. Solar takes the series and moves on to the next round of this event, which will be in 2 weeks, because we still have round 16 next week as well. And that also means, though, Hurricane's not eliminated yet, though. He will face, in the lower bracket, uThermal right now. So Hurricane versus uThermal, another best of 3. Also, big shout out to SC2Fool, who gifted a sub to Tryhard CX Trump 2020. Look at that. Gifting resubs. Thank you so much, SC2Fool, for gifting a sub, and for Tryhard for accepting it. And that's, even though you don't really have a choice, I don't think. It's just given to you as a gift, and it automatically applies. So thank you so much for joining the Gauntlet crew, the Bobbeteers, as it were. And see, the Bobbeteers, the reason why I like that, well, for a start, it sounds funny in a way, and there's actually meme potential with that. Like, there's there's a lot of things we could do with it, and it like popped in my brain when you think of Bobbeteers, and it's something I want to develop. I'll have to think more of it.
Well, I got hit in the camp for tomorrow. When NoRegret's camera goes out, it refills with another source, and it refilled with the alerts from hosts, so that might have filled up some of the screen there. You can blame Bobby for that. He's the one who presses that button. But while you do so, go ahead and take away your tweets. And speaking of tweets, Just Jordan says, this is the house that Foreign Starcraft built. The house, featuring uThermal, Hurricane, Solar, and NoRegret. That's brought to you by Just Jordan. A couple X's here, there, and otherwhere. Bobby, you can take all your things away again.
Oh, cool. Of course, we like getting those tweets, guys. Hashtag the house, and we'll try to get your tweet on stream, if we remember that is. And that's one of the things we could do here on the channel, as we like to do. Man, I can't wait. So this will be the last series. In fact, we'll be going into the last best 3 for today. We're live again tomorrow. Same time, same place, at 8 a.m. CST, that's 8 a.m. Central Time, for the next 4 players of the House versus Korea. But we still have to determine who makes it through, man. Hurricane or uThermal? That's tough. I mean, obviously, the big part of me wants both to make it through, but this is real life, Element. Somebody must make it through, and somebody must be eliminated. As harsh as that is, it has to be that way. Let's take a look at chat here as we wait to get into this next one here. Oh. Yeah, there was an input that switched, I guess, guys, or something like that. Storm missed with the subscriber notifications and stuff. Blocks the whole screen. I guess it goes really big.
Yeah, it is. It's a full screen source, so as soon as the other cam got out, that one took over, and like I said, it's full screen, so it stays up for the length of. So one guy subscribed, everybody was like, "Damn it, damn that guy."
That's not by design, just so you know.
No,
it's a side effect.
We've fixed that up now. We've changed it, so it won't happen again. You can, if you're the guy who got in there the last time, you now have the blame Bob available to you, so you can go ahead and do that and take it out on the guy who deserves it. Now we have Hurricane versus uThermal coming up, guys, which will be the last series of the map or of the day, like Bob says. First map looks like Catalyst, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure how these are going down. But we'll get into that shortly here. Yeah, that's what it looks like, actually. Bob, what do you have planned for today after this? Gonna go ahead and get a secondary copy going?
Well, probably, but I gotta work on things.
That's true.
Stuff too. And
I have a big list of stuff I have to fix now for day 2.
And hopefully,
like I said, the first time we did some of this stuff, we've never seen.
Clips today? Do you have clips, by the way? BTW.
Clips. Hair clips. No, I don't use those. I have short hair.
Remember we were discussing this for me to make potential highlights? I mean, we
videos. You want videos?
Sure.
I have the whole day recorded, if that's what you're talking about.
Well, we did talk about this. It's like, I want to make a highlight. We need to have whatever it is uploaded potentially, so I could use it for highlight.
Yeah, I got it.
If I'm to make that, I mean, because I need it in a timely manner too, because I only have a few hours to do it. Anyway, we are into the next series, guys. Hurricane and uThermal. Yeah. Well, this is a rematch element. Hurricane already won 2-0 versus Thermi. He did
it's true. Everything he said is true.
In great, exciting fashion. Can Thermi bring it back?
Well, I was going to say that there was a couple moments in that one where it looked like uThermal did have the edge. I mean, not even look like it. He did have the edge. He just couldn't put the blade through his opponent. And so, wow, that got visual depth quickly. But, Yeah, so this time I think he's got to steal him a little bit harder. Maybe have 1 or 2 less medevacs. And those Blink Stalkers, Bobby. You know, they said they were weaker, but I gotta tell you, even after killing all of them, they still somehow won the game. Remember that Blink he surrounded? I mean, I know you remember that one, so you can tell me you don't, but I wouldn't believe it if you did.
No, I was reading chat. I have no idea what you said. So,
oh my God, we are 1:20 into chat, Bobby, and you're into the game, Bobby, and you're still in chat. Well, you're 1:20 into chat, of course. That's what you are. Bobby, in the bottom right, we got ourselves some uThermal, some Thermy Boy. Top left, Hurricane. In the blue, playing Protoss. Of course, I'm going to just re-say it then so you can hear it. Earlier in the day, we had uThermal take a nice lead in that game. Looked like he could close it out, didn't close it out. Game number 2 that was. Game number 1 was a little bit, he tried to get a trick play in there. Not a trick play, but a quick win with the Marauder Cyclone. Didn't work out for him that time either. But I think both games they weren't so far off that you'd say he has no chance. I think he has a lot of a chance, Bobby.
No.
All of it.
Yes.
All of the chance. He's got it. So I think this is going to be an interesting one. Maybe even the closest series of the day. I predict a 2-1 either way. What is this probe up to? What is he doing? I need answers. First, he's got to put a pylon down unless he's just looking at things. Reaper into main here. Wow. Okay, Stalker just gives him 2 shots. That would never kill anybody anyway, so no reason to panic about it. Bob, you still in chat here?
No, I'm just looking at the Stalker. How useless it is. Kind of brings sadness to me. Anyway, the Reaper is back, though, because the Stalker hasn't done his job yet. Takes down a... Oh, that blood is on your hands, Stalker. Look at that.
Wow. That was a sweet shot, though.
What a slap
we gotta
to the
actually
face.
give credit where credit's due. I mean, Stalker may have been weakened, but that KD8 there would have kept him alive even with the strong one. Well, I'm pretty sure they walked 10 times faster and had longer legs with it, that as well, so... That's just my memory of it, at least.
They did
from my
splash
recollection.
damage, too.
He's back in the main again. Somebody's got to stop this guy. I don't think Hurricane knows about this path on the right-hand side. Because if he did, he wouldn't let him in here.
Another kill!
Oh no, he can't get out, can he? Oh, he's not. Oh my god, the juke! The juke! Wow.
Does he have a jive left, though, Helmet? Does he have a jive?
Yeah, there it is.
He's going for it.
You saw the jive.
Oh! Yeah, okay, well, that's a
Hold
subtle,
on.
though.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead. But he lived long enough to tell the tale. Anyways, here's the thing. We have a Twilight already down. There it is. Yep, there it is. Proxy Dark Shrine. Blink Stalker. DT. Oh, man. Oh, man. If it wasn't already dirty, it's filthy now. It is.
Well, it ain't filthy until
of course.
until we get blink DTs.
On that one. Yeah.
I want some blink DTs.
God, if we get blink DTs, I mean that's just too much gas spent on the upgrades for this to work.
Well, we've never seen it, right?
Yeah.
Have we ever cast a game with a player doing that? No, I don't think
blink
we ever
DT
have.
And, well, we haven't cast Spear Dragon ever. Well, for a long time. Ever is not correct, because we did when he won DreamHack. A game in DreamHack. He's a DreamHack winning player. This is how we say it.
It's Spear Dragon.
Now, there's quite a few Marines and also 2 tanks. The worst thing would be if he moves though right now, has no detection back at home, and gets hit with the DTs while he's attacking their side. Even if you do well, you're going to have to either pick your base or your army up front, and that's a hard choice to make. Now, we do have an engineer bay go down, so that's a nice start here. Stalker goes down in front right off the bat here. Could have been a Marine, but who cares? Those tank shots, though, Bobby, they are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Blink's not done even right now. DTs, he sees it, so immediately he'll start back some, hopefully some missile turrets back at home here. 2 bunkers going down as well. Missile turret, there it is. Secondary DT gets warped in here at the front. I think uThermal has this one, Bobby.
Oh my god. Are all dying. I think so too. The DT can only do so much damage.
Just missile turret.
Scan goes down.
I thought he was building one at the back too. Yeah, there it is. In the main. Here's the DT coming in though. Missile turret should be up in time, although there's only 1 Marine there to look at it afterwards. Blink might finish. It does actually, but for the single Stalker that still exists, it's not going to be the most impactful upgrade ever. He might blink.
Dominating player. GG, uThermal takes game number 1 versus Hurricane. That was just a well-timed attack. And also, too, you got to keep in mind, Hurricane was taking a chance with a little DT cheese. It did nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Its uThermal was
really
well prepared.
I like it. Because the last couple series he played pretty straight up, stood there and,
Exactly.
and hit it out of the park, and then this one he says, you know what? Go for something different. Although uThermal's build was perfect for something that's, it's not like, you're not going to have a bunch of units of that because you're going for all the tech choices at once there. So much invested into that, getting Blink, and just going for Blink Stalkers alone means that you're pretty much dedicated to that, but then you put the DTs as well at the same time at the Shrine, and who even knows if you got the Shrine upgrade? Who even knows? We don't even know, Bobby. Yeah.
And that's something I mentioned earlier on, that Hurricane is a standard player. He's not one to do the cheesy kind of plays, and he tried to do. It was still overall pretty standard opener. He was playing it safe, but still a sacrifice to get those DTs out, proxied as they were, and so yeah, changing up was a nice call. But I want to see Hurricane. I didn't say I wanted to see Hurricane do cheesy play, despite him not doing it. Change things up. I actually like standard Hurricane. I hope he just does a normal play. Normal game, as you get to his classic Protoss composition with his Storm and Colossus and whatever else that may entail. So because I think that's his strongest. His execution and getting to that point is near perfect.
Fantastic, Bobby. But what really matters is we got a tweet coming in here. Blame Bob for uThermal and NoRegret losing. Hey, uThermal is still in this one, okay, Terran Lord? He still has a hope. Plus, he's up one game now. Okay?
Huh.
Now, if he loses after this, then you've looked into the future, you've read the future, and we can blame Bob for that. In fact, you can blame Bob if you have indeed read the future. Then we can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we can't. We're gonna hold it back for just now. We'll get at him in a second if it all goes downhill. But we got game number 2 here loaded up. Bob, I'm gonna let you do what you do.
Alright then, to the northeast side of the map we have the blue Protoss player. It is Hurricane.
Wait,
and in the
south, that's what you said.
West side of the map we have the red Terran player. Up one game, it is Thermy Boy.
Okay. There's a probe going on the map, Bobby. There is a gateway down. Can we get a 4-gate? Can we just get that, please?
We can.
You know what? He's got 50 energy right now, and there's no chrono boost happening on that worker. He's saving that bad boy for the first units, or even the warp gate tech. Wow. Okay. I don't think he's gonna get this worker, but he's gonna try. It's actually pretty difficult to click on the unit inside the structure there when he's doing that type of work. Darn it.
Yeah.
Nexus went down. We're still probably going to see 4 gates this game, Bobby, but not as I wanted them. Not as they were to be.
No.
Reaper coming out here. He did some good work with this last time, kept a good eye on everything, and also got a probe or 2. So I'm not surprised to see it again. Okay. CC going down. Matches the Nexus, but a little bit later. Saw a blip of what might be a... Actually, which bot's on the north here? Can't remember. You know.
Isn't it up a tree bot arena?
Is it up tree? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna see right now. There he is. If you click on that hard enough, he'll die. I think you have to be playing though. Okay, Reaper crossing the map here. Just slowly. Oh, he's got jetpacks. He should be flying and stuff. But he's not.
Got Stargate coming down here for Hurricane. Which is just what we expect from him, likely to get some oracles out, apply pressure on towards uThermal side of the map. At the very least, keep a close eye on what uThermal is up to. It's something that Hurricane likes to do.
Could cancel that shit and probably did a little bit better, but oh well. Anyways, chrono boost on the secondary adept here, Bobby. We get that guy out as well. Third CC is what you said, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what you said, but could be wrong.
Nope.
Just go with it, Bobby. Okay, so he saw a couple things there. He saw a chrono boost, of course, on the next adept coming out. He saw, oh god, does that finish? No, it doesn't. He's opposite at the last second. Can he get the shot? No, not just yet. Did you see the Stargate over here? There we go. Sees that oracle coming. It's good to know.
I love the persistence of the Reaper here of uThermal. I mean, he's constantly getting in here, keeping a close eye, being annoying as well. There's nothing he doesn't see this whole time. Most importantly, he sees that the oracle is on the way. Oh, finally gets taken out, though. Just a matter of time. Time's now.
Yeah. It is.
But yeah, that, as you said, that third CC from uThermal, though, is going to start paying dividends for him here, economically speaking. No third on the way for Hurricane just yet. And maybe behind this attack that he's planning here as he pushes across here with the Adepts and Oracle. There it is. Third drops just on the east side of the map here for Hurricane.
Bob, do we have enough Marines out here? What do we got here? Is there already 8? There are 2 Adepts. Oracle with it. Oh god. Oh no, he's going in. Yeah. Although he... Oh wow, this is disjointed as all heck, Bobby. Well, that did not work out for him. Oh no. I mean, he's got a missile turret in the main too, locking that down. Oh. Maybe he just didn't see half the Marines there. But no, that did not work out for him at all. Well. Take back everything you said, Bobby.
Everything I said was a lie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it isn't an element. Pretty sure it isn't. I think I'm still
Second
doing
Oracle.
okay in that regard. No, and what we talked about earlier on when we were the first series of uThermal versus Hurricane, where Hurricane won 2-0. I was talking about how uThermal is a, he's a pretty standard player overall, and I'd like to see him do just that. Now in game number 2, where both players did just play their own game, Hurricane's the one that came out on top, but there was a moment where uThermal looked like he was going to win. So we're going to come to a head here, very much like we did in that game number 2, where both players are on 3 bases, or at least will be on 3 bases soon, mining healthily, getting to that late game stage, and who's the better player? I think I favor uThermal, just because I think he knows he overcommitted in game 2, and he won't make that mistake again. So, despite Hurricane being such a solid player in the late game, I think uThermal, just looking at the positions right now here, and the composition, it's going to be identical to the previous game. We have Robotics Bay going down, timing's almost the same.
Still not done just yet. It's out of there.
To be very similar, and keeping his 2 Oracles alive too is so important. You'll be able to tag the army should uThermal decide to move across the map here anytime. uThermal has no intention of doing so. At least he doesn't feel the need yet anyway. He doesn't feel like it's under any imminent danger as his ability pushing across. Well, it's not really a move out, it's a poke. It says he's taking his third base.
This is a move out, Bobby.
Or landing his third base. It's a poke.
When you move out, Bobby, I would say that would constitute moving out.
I guess. Anyway, he's going to try to put pressure on towards the third base of Hurricane. Hurricane is going to warp in some units here defensively, which is exactly what he needs. Because if he doesn't commit to the defense, he's done for. But if he overcommits to the defense, then he's behind economically.
And a 1 big head, not even out yet. Oh god, double force right now. There it is, just keep him alive.
A sentry.
But he's on the other side of the big head. Bobby, the big head. If he does ever come out with 1 pile on the sides, oh my god. Whoa.
Big head.
That is a lot of damage that gets done quickly. He's now stuck behind his own force field. He could actually put one right down here, maybe. That's his only chance. Oh god, old Ben Kenobi, no. Not like this. Oh, the old stalkers would have saved us here. 22 workers have already died. Even if he lives, he's dead anyways. Oh, yeah, Bobby.
Poke to the back.
My goodness. Yeah, this is no longer a poke, Bob. I think you can finally call this a move out. Now, Blink is done, and we have a lot of Blink Stalkers. There's always a chance when you have a lot of Blink Stalkers, Bobby. Always. You don't need 5,000 workers when you got this many Blink Stalkers, but he's got to go right now. Otherwise, there's no chance. Even if he has them. The rule doesn't work if you have nothing. Is he not going to go?
Here was losing his robotics
more
facility.
big heads? He's got a second one.
He's starting. He has to. I mean, he can't contend with this much bio that's on the other side of the map still, and moving across yet again. Feeling that he has some momentum on his side here does uThermal. I mean, that Colossus was so close to finishing. If only Hurricane was able to buy enough time, recognizing that the push out was occurring, that would have maybe only turned into a poke, forcing the disengagement of uThermal if the big head was out. At that point, this could have been just suicide for him. But
were you alive in the era of MC, Bobby?
Opening.
Were you born back then?
I mean,
all you need
is Starcraft.
A couple Blink Stalkers and a dream, and you can make anything happen.
Yeah, okay, good Blink so far. And the big head is out. And we all know about those big heads. It's doing some pretty good damage against this bio. With the proper micro, not losing a whole lot of units so far in this defense.
The healing though, Bobby. Look how many medevacs. It's ridiculous. Yeah. But so many low health stalkers. The blink is on point here. He's actually going to blink after 1 or 2 medevacs afterwards as well. Do it. Do it now. Maybe not.
What I'm talking about.
Get some Marauder.
He tries. A little bit far away.
Yeah, he gave it a good old attempt. Definitely not Huck Blink, but it was something.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got more workers coming out now, you know, getting back up there after that terrible loss from earlier. If we can get a second and third big head, maybe that'd help out as well. We don't have the second robo though, so that's a little bit of a pain point there. And
he only needs 3 big heads.
Yeah, he only needs 2. 2 Liberators coming around the right-hand side here. Gonna get in behind this mineral line and probably this one at the same time. Got the split of Stalkers here. Is there one in the main too as well? He's going to defend something that isn't there. No, the double drop going to the main is what'll happen. But maybe he can catch it here as well. Oh, he's gonna force the boost.
Oh! No!
Oh, old Stalkers Bobby would have killed that. Oh my god.
Would have.
Oh, that's so sad. Here goes the Libs too. Out of position. Don't mind if I come and take some mineral.
Man.
Oh wow, and then look at this. He's gonna stim on him. Oh,
the Liberators are doing so much work.
Stalker too, maybe. Liberator's already killed 8 workers here. He can just pick up and go to the main. Actually, the Stalker's still there? No, they're not. But, okay. You should be able to shut these down. Right? Oh, God. Please, no.
The money zone. Oh, no. Killing some Stalkers, too. Not paying attention to this Hurricane.
And his 2 big heads at the front, Bobby. So alone in this world, except for a couple of fellows underneath them. But they're going to get stimmed on, too. It's looking bad.
It has to be 3 element, and there's only 2. It's not good enough.
Oh
the
my
Bio's
God.
going to come stim in
It's not
right on top of the large portion of Hurricane's army, blinking the best as he can, but he really wants those Blink Stalkers consolidated with his biggest to protect them, but they're not within reach, and the will go down. Disjointed army in this defense for Hurricane, taking the GGs. uThermal eliminates Hurricane and moves on to, I guess, 2 weeks from now into the next round of this event. All right, good for him. You know what? uThermal brought it back. Kind of what we, knew he was fully capable of doing, and he didn't make any mistakes this time, at least not critical ones. It was really Hurricane himself who underestimated what was on the way, and which makes it all the more confusing. Remember, he had the double oracles across the map. What ended up happening to them? Because I never see if oracles died or not. It's just the thing.
They came back.
It's like,
but way too late.
Why weren't they tagging the army? Like, they should always. That's the whole point of them being there. They're always to keep an eye on some potential drops, and when the army moves out, then it wouldn't have been a surprise. Then he would have known and perhaps had been better prepared to deal with that poke. What ended up being a deadly attack, killing 27 workers or whatever it was, and just absolutely detrimental and shut down Hurricane. Congratulations to uThermal, though. He makes it through. And that means both Solar and uThermal make it to the next round. That's that's good. We got a Korean and a foreigner moving out to the into the next stage, which is really nice to see. Of course, uThermal just recently moving into the house in Korea to try his hand, to increase his skill level and level up as a player, and hopefully as a person too. Element, so because it's about the experience as well. On top of that, hopefully he maximizes his potential in doing so. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're live again tomorrow with another group. Another 4 players that's not yet been finalized. Again, as a lot of these players are either coming back or resettling in here to the house for this week. And so we'll let you guys know on our Twitter page, probably later in the evening, of who will be live tomorrow. That's 4 players battling out yet again. GSL group style double elimination. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. CST. It's 8 a.m. Central Time here on the Gauntlet channel. So don't forget to hit up that follow button here on Twitch TV. Follow us on Twitter at GauntletSC2. Some shoutouts to give, though, of course, to people who supported us today, which we greatly appreciate. Actually, to kick us off, Solar hosted us, which is such a huge deal. Solar's such a boss. He had 790 viewers hosting us. That's insane. And then Lib75 resubbed for 18 months. Then Lib75, big, huge supporter of the channel, also sponsor of what we're doing here for the prize pool for these events for the house and such. It's crazy. I think all him and C-Tone holding it down with a $100 donation from Lib75. The guy's a bloody saint. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much, Lib75, for your support. $100. Ah, jeez, it's insane. Anyway, and then Candyman resubbed for 24 months. Our longest standing subscriber is Candyman, Candy Bro. Then Andyman came in with 100 bits. Phoenix Tears, our boss admin, resubbed for 5 months. Rabid Lurker resubbed with Prime for 2 months. Reflector, my good buddy, donated a 20 sheet. Thank you so much, man. Then Dee donated a 5 sheet. Thank you so much, Dee. Chris Joseph subscribed with Prime. Nakame TV, subscribe with Prime, and then SE2 Full gifted a sub to Tryhard CX Trump 2020. Thank you so much, guys, for that. Thank you so much for gifting the sub to SE2 Full. We greatly appreciate it. Growing the Bobateers squad as we continue on this journey of StarCraft 2, watching it, loving it, and living life together, guys. So again, we're live tomorrow again, same time, same place, 8 a.m. CST for the second house event of the round of 16, where 4 players will battle it out in double elimination group. Anything else to say, Element?
No, I think you got most of it. We're just excited to get this one started finally. Tomorrow we'll have a lot more of the stuff set up and good to go now that we actually got it kind of good to go. It's just it's all got to come together. This is like live tech demo 2.0. But
for real this time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what we should call it. Next time we should call it for real this time. But yeah, no, this is fun. Had fun, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow.
Yeah, guys. Till next time.